All right, so welcome to Frawley Stadium. Are we here now? We're good. All right, let's get you the lineups. Mike Lang, Nick Halliday, Nick Alcindrini along with you from Frawley. Little audio. It wouldn't be 3:02 if we didn't have to wade through some stuff, right, Nick? So we're ready to go.
I'll tell you, Mike, I'm happy, very excited for this matchup. But yeah, I mean, you have issues all the time. We had some Del State issues last Saturday. You always, no matter where you are, what level, you always run into technical difficulties.
Right,
that's just the business.
Let's get you quickly the lineup for St. Mark's. It's going to be Jaden Todd, the center fielder, leads off. Batting second, the shortstop, Garrett Quinn. Ben Henderson, the catcher, big hitter, bats third. Your cleanup hitter is Hayden Fauerbach. He's the first baseman, wears number 23. Number 8, Michael Clark will bat fifth. He's the designated hitter. Batting sixth, Dan Keene. He's in right field, wears number 22. Reed Dalton at third base, bats seventh. He wears number 6. Number 2, Ryan Farina, your second baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Max O'Neill. Spartans come in, like we said, with a record of 6-0. Leading off, this is Jaden Todd, number 4. We'll get you the Sal's defensive setting here in a second. Thanks for joining us on a crisp evening here in Wilmington, but the skies are relatively blue. Lights are on, and we have strike one. We're ready for some baseball, Nick.
Yeah,
we
underway.
love our baseball, don't we?
We do, especially when we get the chance to be here at Frawley Stadium, and especially for a matchup like St. Mark's and Sally's. And this year, it's even more special as both teams now ranked in the top 4 or 5.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a triple header here this past Saturday, but the rains came. This ball's fouled back, and 0-2 on Todd. So Valentine wears number 15. I know the Sal's numbers are going to be a little tough to see if you're watching at home, especially if you're not watching on your 50-inch TV or your 75-inch TV like Nick Alcindrini has in his house. But it's 0-2. We'll get you. We got you. We don't have to worry about it. That pitch is inside. Ball 1. All right, for the Sal's, we'll get you as we can. At first base, it's going to be Ryan James. Your second baseman, Ben Venom, of the shortstop, John Dunyan. So we'll pick up from there in a second. The 1-2 pitch, just off the inside corner. It's 2-2. At third base, Deuce Rosillo. He did pitch the other day against Newark Charter. In left field, Zach Sarnecki. Center field, Brian Lang. And in right field, it is Connor Campbell. Pretty veteran lineup for the Sal's. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the game. So he gets the first 2 strikes. Todd takes a couple, but Valentine fights back and gets the third strike. All the crowd here, Nick, tonight on the third base side. You see the snow fence is up here in the middle of the.
Yeah, they condensed it all down the third baseline here and got
Rocks
the netting all the way around now, Mike.
Yeah, Blue Rocks are coming back in a couple weeks, right? I think they're done May 4th. It'll be some Blue Rocks baseball. I believe the seating capacity is at 25%.
Yeah, Mike, again, I was a part of that Burlington Royals organization for a little bit, the Rookie A affiliate here at Blue Rocks. And glad to see we got minor league baseball.
2-0 count to Garrett Quinn. Yeah, we kind of missed it last year, not just here in Wilmington, but all over. Of course, the minor leagues, Nick, have been shrunk significantly this year, but the Blue Rocks survived, and they'll be back now a Nationals team.
The Burlington Royals are now the Burlington Sock Puppets. So
I love the nicknames.
Yeah, the Appy League got some rebranding.
Hey, what is this stuff? We play now with a high A something or other league. I kind of missed the Carolina League moniker.
Yeah, that's right, Carolina League. 2-1
pitch. Grounded to the shortstop, Dunyan. He's got it on 2 hops across the diamond, and there's out number 2. And Nick, we should say hi to Jason Winchell. We know he's watching at home. He's missed here in the press box.
Jason, your name's been brought up multiple times here so far in the
he's popular, isn't he?
In the broadcast. Yeah, Jason. When people miss you here. I have to get you back for some more matches. I'm sure you'll be doing some games this weekend.
I think we have a doubleheader here next Thursday. I'll check our calendar as we go along. Busy week and weekend on 302. We'll keep you up to date with all the action that's coming up, and it's pretty varied. There's some lacrosse and some softball, some baseball.
Yeah,
we're trying to sneak in some soccer, but we're running into some personnel issues. So this is Ben Anderson, number 15, is your batter. Anderson's got home run power. This is a poke here at Frawley Stadium. That one just misses Anderson's knee, and that's ball 2.
And, Mike, we saw Brody Valentine against Appo last week. Took him. He had a rough first inning, I believe, gave up, and then was able to settle in. Right here, he's got the first 2 batters down. We'll see if he can get off to a better start here.
A little breezy here in the press box. Probably a little warmer here than outside. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. I was out watching some St. Mark's lacrosse earlier today. It was nice when the sun was out, and then when the cloud cover came over. It was a
Who
little
coaches
chilly.
St. Mark's lacrosse now?
I don't know, but he was loud, and I got a great quote.
Not Reynolds anymore, right?
I don't know. I have to look it up. But I heard a great quote I'm going to share. That ball's popped up into short right field and is taken there by the second baseman.
Venema?
And that is Ben Venema. Thank you very much. And
Yeah,
that's
he looked good
number
out there.
3.
Nice play.
Are we going to take a break here?
You
Or
know
we
what?
stick
We'll
around?
stay right here in
Let's
between
stay
innings
here.
for inning number 1 just to catch. We didn't get a pregame show.
Yeah, we were
We'll stay here for.
fixing our stuff. So we'll get you scores tonight as we can. Nick, we mentioned, let's look at our calendar. Why not, right? So Friday night from Abyssinia Stadium, it's boys lacrosse, Salesianum and Caesar Rodney. Saturday we have Smyrna and DMA softball, the current 1 and 2, but both lost this week.
Oh, yeah. Great game, by the way. Again, a lot of people tuned into that one. Over 200 plus watching that Caravel game the other night, and you guys had a great one there. Again, walk-off.
Yeah, it was a long game at Caravel. Caravel beat Smyrna 2-1, but it was a good one. So we have Smyrna and DMA on Saturday from Midway Softball Complex. That's at 1 o'clock. I believe Glenn Frazier is making the trip up. Glenn and I will be there. I think Jason's going to try to be there, and I think Nick. Monday night, it's the 2019 State Lacrosse Championship rematch. Salesianum hosting Cape Henlopen at Abyssinia Stadium. That's going to be a good one. Get your popcorn. And we have lots of stuff in a doubleheader scheduled here next Thursday, April 22nd.
That's right. Yeah, be on hand for that one. Got a couple good games coming up.
We don't want to give reveal all our cards here.
Got some fans out in right field, Mike. They're behind the fence watching the game.
Oh,
This is a main attraction type of event here on this Thursday. St. Mark Sally's baseball, and this year both teams, so good to get things started. It could be a potential championship matchup. You never know.
All right, let's give you the St. Mark's defense. At first base, Hayden Fauerbach. Second base, Ryan Farina. Your shortstop is Garrett Quinn. And at third base, Reed Dalton. Left fielder, Max O'Neill. In center field is Jaden Todd. And your right fielder is Dan Keene. Pitcher, Christian Colmary. Nick Christian getting the ball into the 90s this season. I did see him pitch against Archmere. That was the closest game for St. Mark's. They won 4-1, but only had 2 hits that day against the Auks. But Colmary can bring it. There's a curveball here in his warm-ups, but Christian's going to be pitching next year, I think, at UD. His brother Austin will be back at UD next year. I was talking to Austin a couple weeks ago, and they're excited at St. Mark's, and they should be. They've got a really strong team. They have really good pitching, and they've been hitting the ball, other than the game I went to. So maybe Smitty's not happy to see me here, but they're doing a great job.
Yeah, you mentioned the pitching. St. Mark's year in and year out seems to just have a phenomenal, at least 1 or 2 guys that you will see at the next
over the
level.
Years, Billy Phillips.
Yeah, since I've been there at least.
Billy Sullivan.
Chris Murphy back in the day.
They had Colmary. They had Chris Ludman, who's now
Ludman,
UD.
yeah,
Austin
absolutely.
Colmary, and they have Christian Colmary leading off for Salesianum. It's going to be the center fielder, number 6, Brian Lang. And I know Brian's been excited about getting on 302. We did have him at the Apo game. He stroked a 3-run homer that day.
Yeah, he was looking forward to it, and he answered the call.
Off to a strong start this season for the Sals, and he's the leadoff hitter. Takes the curveball. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Colmary starting off with the off speed here. You wonder what the scouting report is if you're a hitter for Salesianum tonight.
Yeah, I know if Brian gets a hit, I'll be able to find my family pretty quick. Gets the ground ball into the hole. It's short. Picked up there across the diamond. Scooped out by Fauerbach. Nice play.
Off the bag. Wow.
He's off the bag. So Lang's going to be safe. We'll see how they score. Thank God here I don't have to make that call.
I'll tell
They're
you,
going to call it an East 6. It's a tough crowd here at Frawley Stadium.
That was a nice play at shortstop by Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn made a
the
good play.
backhand. Again, back-to-back off-speed pitches from Colmary to get things started to Lang, as we mentioned. But nice backhand. The throw was there. It was almost a nice scoop at first base, just an inch off the bag.
Yeah, Matt Smith came out to just ask a question.
And in real time, I'm not sure. I don't know if you saw it in real time. I don't know if I could have given a good call on that
the
one.
angle's a little tough here. Brody Valentine, the batter, setting up the bunt, offers, and that's going to be strike one. And the umpire says it was foul tipped. Salesianum coached by Teddy Godfrey, veteran coach for the Sows. And these teams used to deep playoff runs.
Oh, yeah.
They've met a few times in the tournament over the years.
And, St. Mark's and throughout 2010, I think they have 3 championships from 2010 to 2020 for the Spartans, and a lot more in the early 2000s.
Last one was 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That game was, as most of them, right here. I was here for the year they beat Milford with Billy Phillips pitching.
Yeah, I believe my cousin Tommy Freeland was on that team.
And then they won the next year. Also, Phillips pitched in that game, but only for like an inning. Valentine fouls that back, so I'm sure the bunt's off now of 2 strikes.
What are you doing?
And nobody out. Brian Lang on first base. We are in the first inning here at Salesian. Thanks for joining us tonight on 302 Delaware Live Sports. 325 down the lines here at Frawley, and it's a shot to get one out of here.
I'd say it's a nice night for baseball, too. Mike Field's looking great. You got some sun here. And
there's the pickoff move, but he gets back in there.
Keep him honest,
I picked him off once when he was like 5. I won't let him throw to me anymore because he hurts my hand. That pitch is high, and it's 2-2. On deck for the Sows, it's John Dunyan, the shortstop. Right now, this is the pitcher, Brody Valentine. Another move to first. And some more dirty laundry.
Fast, man. That Lang's
He is fast, but he likes to make his mom do the laundry. Look at that uniform. It's already a mess. I'm sure Kristen's not happy now. Here's the 2-2 pitch called. Strike 3. Good curveball there from Christian Colmary, and that's the first out.
Yeah, we've seen some of those off-speed pitches here through this bottom of the first inning, and they've been good. And that time he set it up right, a couple fastballs, and then got him with the all-speed.
This will bring to the plate John Dunyan, number 10, the shortstop for the Sows. This is you can see the numbers. They're not easy, but they're tough to see, I'm sure. But we have rosters in front of us, which helps. That pitch is inside.
Dunyan had a good game against Appo as well when we were there. Played great in the field. Had a couple hits, a triple, I believe, led to a run.
Yeah, that Fencel's field leads to a few triples here and there.
St. Mark's used to be like that, but they got the fence up now.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Spartans have shortened the distance to center field. They kind of connected right center and left center. They used to have that Death Valley out there in center field. It ran out to that point about 470 feet away from home plate.
That's right, Gene Alessandrini Field.
Yeah, you know that guy, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. Heard of him.
Here's a throw from Anderson, bounces off the knee of Fauerbach.
Took a shot there, yeah.
Mr. A. Everybody knew Mr. A. Nick knew him a little better than most.
Yeah, I remember when we did the first pitch out there for that field.
Who? Oh, yeah?
Special thanks to Mr. Locke. He was also a part of that when we did the sponsorship for the field.
Counts 2-1.
Tommy does a good job, too.
Lang dives back in again.
And Colmery, he's
I don't know why
worried about Lang.
Yeah, I don't know why
there.
they're worried about that kid.
Why they're worried about Langer?
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
wouldn't
got
be.
2 out, right?
There is 1 out. 2-1 pitch on the way. Curveball outside corner. You got
There's
that
that
call.
curveball.
Yeah, I don't think Dunyan liked that. And actually, that was strike 3. So that's the second called strike out. It'll bring Deuce Rosillo, number 2, to the plate.
So again, Lang able to get on and as the leadoff hitter and back-to-back strikeouts for Colmery, trying to limit what the Sounds can do here in this first inning.
Yeah, Rosillo played pretty much straight away. That pitch is high, ball 1. Rosillo, as many of these students are, multi-sport athlete for the Sows, ended up pressed into duty as the quarterback this year
That's right, yeah.
after an injury
You never
to
know.
Dylan Mooney.
You never know.
Ryan did a great job. Another throw over.
He's paying a lot of attention to him.
Yeah, I think, it might just be he just wants
Let's keep
Get the
honest.
uniform dirty, Mike. That's
Yeah,
what it's about.
It's dirty, all right. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. He's got that off-speed working, Nick.
That was a good pitch. You know, you see, it was just starting to settle in a little bit now. You know, Lang again as the leadoff hitter, able to get on. And
See the Sal's between each pitch staring at their forearms and staring at those sleeves. There goes Lang. Curveball called strike. Throw is not in time. Stolen base for Brian Lang.
that's what Colmery was worried about.
So
And
it is strike two. It's a 1-2 count, but the runner in scoring
Yeah,
position.
that was a good steal. Great timing. He was timing that up the last couple pitches. And that was just a great job by Lang to feel that out and went at the right time and able to beat the throw.
Yeah, outfield not real deep here, so single's not necessarily a run.
Yeah, but now you know there's the focus shifts here to the batter. Let's see if Colmery can get some marks out of it.
Curveball's a little bit inside.
Hung that one up there.
And Deuce dropped down to get out of the way. That's a 2-2. On deck is Ben Venema, the second baseman for the Sal's. If Deuce Rosillo can keep this inning going. Swing and a miss at a curveball and tagged, and he is out.
Yeah, it was another nice pitch off speed, down and away. And I'm not sure. Maybe he thought that he got a piece of it, and he didn't, wasn't sure if he struck out there. But either way, strike three.
And there's a question here by Godfrey, but we're going to take a break after one inning. Strike out the side for Colmery, by the way. It's 0-0. We're back with more. You're watching Delaware Live /302 Sports.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302.
And then they said, oh, you get free snacks. I'm like, I'm in.
How much more do you want?
Yeah, really. You want 2 pints?
You're right.
All right, back here at Frawley Stadium. Nick, I dropped the piece of paper, the very important piece of paper here. Nick, the Blue Rocks division now has affiliates for the Mets, Phillies, Yankees, Nationals, of course, the Blue Rocks, and the Orioles. So it's a lot of local, relatively local teams.
Like to see it.
I kind of like the affiliation with the Royals. They got a lot of good baseball players
Yeah.
come through here. A lot of major leaguers produced out of Frawley Stadium.
Yeah, Nicky Lopez now starting shortstop for the Kansas City Royals. Came through here, played a little while at the Blue Rocks. I had him in Burlington for a while. Great guy, and batting .300 to start the season for the Royals. So
That
yeah,
was
you got some
Burlington,
good form.
Vermont.
Burlington, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. I thought you were in Vermont. A little chilly.
No, I went south. No, I don't want to go
that's right,
north.
you were
I'm
at
going
Elon,
south.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going south, not north.
All right, your batter is Hayden Fauerbeck. He fouls off the first pitch, and the count's 0-1. Hey, you don't like Vermont in April? It's a little chilly.
Unless you go snowboarding, maybe sledding,
Yeah,
something like
no,
that.
thank
but
you.
only a day. A day is good for me.
0-1
cold.
pitch, fastball, a little low and outside, 1-1. Yeah, I did my time up in the cold.
That's right.
It's nice to go visit. I'll go visit anytime, except during basketball season it's cold, but it's basketball season. There is a called strike. It's 1-2.
Yeah, nice pitch that time. And Valentine painted in air on the inside corner. Almost impossible pitch to hit there.
So he's got him in a 1-2 hole. Fauerback, who took the throw off the knee. You see, it doesn't seem to be bothering him too much.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll leave a mark. On deck is number 8, Michael Clark, the designated hitter for the Spartans. He'll be followed by Dan Keene. Fouled down the right field line into the netting, which now goes all the way almost to the foul poles.
Yeah, another good pitch by Valentine, trying to jam him up on the inside. That time he was able to fight it off.
You know, Nick, the stadium's about 30 years old now, and it looks pretty
You
darn
know,
good.
I love it here. I've been coming here since I was a kid. My grandfather used to take us up in the press box for Blue Rocks games. A nice pitch.
Shoot, what a curveball there from Valentine. Fauerback didn't move. And that's strike 3 and out number 1.
Seen some good off-speed pitches here so far in this one, Mike.
Yeah.
Both these pitchers, maybe top tier pitching here at Frawley tonight. Two of the best pitchers here in Delaware this year.
This is number 8. Michael Clark. Curveball gets away from Valentine. It's 1-0. I gotta tell you a quick Frawley Stadium story when we get a chance. Valentine from the windup, just inside, and it's 2-0. A little nippy. Supposed to warm up a little bit, I think, over the weekend and into next week.
Yeah, it's gonna get low tonight. So it's been nice.
I brought the jacket with me this time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made.
Foul to play and hang on. Oh, missed your car.
Yeah, we'll see. I was thinking about that when deciding where to park today.
Anyway. It's a road over there.
I was like, where should I park? I've seen it happen too many times.
2 and 1 to count. I always park next to a car that's bigger than mine.
Yeah, it can tower a little bit over, give you like some shade there.
Pitch was up a little bit. It looked like a beach ball to Michael Clark, but he fouls it straight back. Evens the count at 2-2. There you see number 22, Dan Keene, retrieves that foul ball. He's on deck for the Spartans. St. Mark's in the black with the green numbers and the white pants. Sal's all white today. That ball is sent into the right field down the line. It's going to go foul. So he's not. The good news for Clark is he's not swinging and missing. He's just not getting around on these pitches yet.
Now we'll see if Valentine likes the off speed. We'll see what he does here, 2-2.
Curveball, a little bit high, and counts full.
Yep, saw it coming a little bit there, and now you said 3-2.
Good crowd on hand here tonight at Frawley.
Yeah, you got some more people late edition.
Is this Conrad showing up?
Get a little scouting.
Some Red Wolves are here. They play the Sal's next Thursday. That pitch is over Clark's head. He's on with the walk. First base runner for the Spartans. It's good to see, Nick. You know, we were at that Sally's game last week, and then I was at Sally's Sussex Tech on Saturday, and the St. Mark's kids, a whole bunch of them showed up. They played it at Indian River on Saturday, and then they came back up and went over to Salesianum in uniform and watched some of the Sal's game.
Yeah, I saw a lot of
DMA players were there.
A diverse group of schools at that game. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of people from all over the state watching that one, and it lived up to the expectation. 9-inning walk-off win for the Sal's over, at the time, top-ranked Jaguars.
Yep. Dan Keene, the batter, he takes a ball. It's 1-0.
Dan Keene, the right fielder.
So, yeah, you're right. It's good to see these kids. I know they're out scouting, but they like their friends. They like to go watch each other play. Another pitch is high. It's 2-0, and Valentine's lost the strike zone just a little bit here. Infield double play to FEC. Residlo at third base, even with the bag. Pitch is high, and it's 3-0. I would expect Keene to take at least one here. Reed Dalton is on deck.
I'd give him the green light.
That's why they want to play for you.
I always give him the green light.
They won't want to play for me.
3-0, 3-1, swing away. 3-0, 3-1, swing away. But I'm going to agree with you on this one, Mike.
Well, he's thrown like 7 straight balls, so
yep. You're going to have to take that one.
2 walks consecutively here for Valentine. Spartans have 2 runners on with 1 out. With Reed Dalton, number 6, at the plate. I met Reed when he was in 8th grade at All Saints School.
See, there you go. And now you fast forward.
Did a story.
Playing at Frawley Stadium.
I did a story on him. He played football for St. Mary the Assumption.
I played against them back in the day.
Did a story on concussions, and Reed actually had suffered a concussion, and he was in my story.
So now is he Valentine going to...
They're going to go to third.
Nice throw,
That
swift.
throws in time, and the runner is out. Clark tagged out of third base. We're going to call it caught stealing. I believe it was a ball. I think it was in the dirt. Runner takes second.
Yeah, Luke Swift, nice throw, nice recognition.
Picked up that ball out of the dirt and was able to get
Knew
and
he
threw
was
from
coming.
his knees and got it down there.
Perfect throw on the money, and
So that's the second out of the inning.
yeah, and a big out for the Sal's now. You still got a runner in scoring position, but 2 outs. Better play there from Swift. And
We talked about Deuce Rosillo, the quarterback for St. Mark's. Reed Dalton, quarterback for the Spartans last year. They went 6-1, just missed.
yeah, that was.
the
I
Division
remember
II
that was
playoffs.
tough. Yeah, and it was a battle in D2 to get in there last year.
Yeah, with only 4 teams making
Yeah.
it, it was almost impossible. 2 of them were automatic bids. It was almost impossible.
Nice. They're gonna have a word with Valentine here, and he'll try to settle him back down. But that's a big throw from Swift.
Yeah,
Like you
it's
said, Valentine struggling to find the strike zone there recently, and again another ball in the dirt, and Swift able to make a play out of it. And now you got 2 down, and just focus on the hitter if you're Brody Valentine.
Yeah, your focus here has to be to get Dalton. Count is 1-0 on Reed. There's a strike, swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's a good pitch, and we haven't seen too much, good contact here in this one so far. Not a lot of
No.
well-hit balls. I mean, obviously with the pitching matchup that we have here tonight, and just waiting for that first knock here at Frawley tonight.
Pitch is fisted
And
into
that's going
right
to get
field.
in. On
That's
cue.
gonna be
How about that? They're
down the
gonna
right
send
field
him.
line. They're going to send him. He ran through a stop sign, Nick. Here's the play at the plate, and he didn't tag the
Whoa,
runner.
yeah, interesting
So he's
play.
out at second base,
So
but
the
the run will count.
Yeah, Mike, let's talk about that for a moment.
I'm not sure what that was all about.
It almost looked
Like
like
he
he
took a
expected a
force out.
force out. Yeah, I didn't want to. I mean, I doubt that's what he was going through his head, but at the same time,
Well,
maybe
the run's going to count. It's going to be 1-0 St. Mark's. Dalton with the RBI single, he's going to be out at second on the throw. We're going to keep it here. We don't keep it here. We go for.
Yeah, we'll stay
okay
here. We'll
'cause
talk. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Either way, Brody Valentine, they did a good job. They did a good job of Swift to make the throw they got. They had 2 outs, runner on second, and like you said, Mike, I believe they were trying to hold him at third, and a nice throw out in right field.
Score at 9-2-6 on the putout for the third out of the inning.
I believe that was
strange
Connor
play.
Campbell out in right field.
Yes.
That was a nice throw by Campbell on the money.
I wonder if Swift just saw him running and decided he
yeah,
was going to take the out.
Yeah, I mean, we won't know the answer to that. It was an interesting play, but they were able to at least limit the damage, get the out at second, and St. Mark's on the board. I mean, and it would have been a bang plate at the plate. I mean, he probably would have had him.
He was
it
on
looked
the-
like he would have had him.
He looks like he's in the left-handed batter's box, so he would have had to take a
It would have
step.
been close.
But he did stand on the plate before
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
before the runner.
Like, if it
Dan
wa-
Keene, by the way, scored the run.
If it was a force out, he would have been out for sure. But interesting play there. And
Good job by Reed Dalton, by the way, to push that ball over the head of the first baseman, Ryan James, and into shallow right. Connor Campbell came up throwing, and it was just a strange play.
Yeah.
But the bottom line, it's 1-0 Spartans. They have a run, and they had a hit. Obviously, Dalton's hit, and nobody left on in that inning. They're staking Christian Colmary to a 1-0 lead, which could be a dangerous thing.
And that was going to be where you led me, Mike, is now you give Colmary a 1-run lead, and he could settle in a little bit now, knowing he has the lead.
Colmary
We'll see how it affects him on the mound here.
A lot of off-speed stuff in that first inning.
Yeah.
Man, he can bring the heat.
And we'll see how he sets up some of those off-speed pitches here now in the bottom of the second inning. See if he can, he's had 1 inning now. See if he can settle down here in the second.
Leading off is the second baseman, number 9, Ben Venema.
And right on cue, there's that
And there's the curveball.
curveball. It's good.
I think Colmary must be listening to us. Here's another curveball.
How about that
man,
one,
how
Mike?
about Venema ducking out of the way, and that's
Yeah,
strike
that was
2.
another good pitch, and I believe he started the first batter of the game back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he does it again here.
That's a fastball. He
Yeah,
brought
I'm
the
gonna
heat there.
Wanted
but,
to blow
a
it by
little
him there for strike 3.
So Reed Dalton with the RBI single that has St. Mark's up 1-0. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball.
Oh, I believe
And
he got
that
him.
is appealed, and it's going to be no swing. So it's 2-2. That was a nasty curveball. Nick Halliday over there, he used to throw a few himself.
That was a great pitch. I'm like a broken record, but
Nick used to fire those curveballs for the Green Knights.
that's right. Yeah.
2-2 pitch on the way. Curveball, that
And
one is
again,
a strike, and he's out. That's 4 straight strikeouts for Colmary.
Man, I think he gave him 4 strikes on that at bat. Coleman, I mean, he said now he's got a 1-run lead. But we saw this with Appo a little bit. Sally's went down early, and they were able to get a few hits, and next thing you know, they had the lead. So they can put hits together, nothing to worry about
Yeah,
here.
and Sal's were down in twice in extra innings in that game. He came back both
Yeah,
times.
exactly, and that
There's
one's
a
hit hard.
Fouled into the netting. This is number 24, Zach Sarnecki, the left fielder. He'll be followed by number 14, Connor Campbell. So it's a 0-1 count, and you see Zarnecki put that off to the right field side. Here's another fastball, grounded foul behind the plate. 0-2, and look out for Uncle Charlie here.
I was going to say. Let's see if you're Zarnecki here. What are you looking for? 0-2.
I'm looking for a curveball.
Down and away. Where is it going to be? No,
It's a
try to blow
fastball.
fastball. See up high. Try to take him up
It's-
high,
I'm
eye
not-
level.
I'm not calling pitches.
Coming now. You just changed the eye level.
You just-
That's a pitch of fucking right there.
1-2 pitch on the way, and
Lead off just a little bit
missed.
low. Little low.
Lower inside. It did not miss by much.
2-2.
Good job there by Zarnecki, by the way, to recognize it. Takes that one low.
I had to be close too.
Boy, that's a great job by Zach Zarnecki.
Yeah, that's a good
'cause
eye.
that can't be easy to take those pitches. Full
3-2.
count. Yeah, on deck, it's we mentioned Connor Campbell.
Let's see if he comes with the speed or if he tries to fool him again with the curveball.
It's another curveball on strike 3.
I was right on the money.
Nick, that is the 5th strikeout. All 5 outs by strikeout. 4 of them called strikes. Connor Campbell, your batter. He's wearing number 14, followed by Ryan James, the first baseman. So great job there by Colmary after throwing 3 straight balls and bounces that one. I know he was trying on that one. It didn't work.
Yeah, got away from him. And, you know, we talked a lot about that backstop at Sally's the last broadcast. Some of those pass balls didn't allow you to steal any bases. This ball gets past you here, heading to the backstop. You're going to have an easy route to second or third.
Plenty of
Even
room.
home.
Plenty of room behind the plate here. Curveball outside. It's 2-0. 1-0. Spartans lead Salesianum. We are in the bottom of the second inning at Frawley Stadium. There's a foul ball into the netting by first base, and it's 2-1. A 2-1 count, rather.
And, Mike, and it seems so far in this one, Sally's has been obviously a little bit fooled with the off-speed, but they've been a little bit late on those fastballs as well.
Oh, no surprise. He throws 91,
Yeah, when you're
92
throwing
miles an
that
hour.
fast, I mean, they'll catch up to it as the game progresses, but Colmary off to a good start. And then again, that curveball, when you hit those early 90s, and then you come back with that curveball he's got, fool some hitters.
Colmary winds, delivers. Oh, I think he got him. And that's a hit by pitch. Connor Campbell. Connor's happy it was a curveball.
Yeah, and if you're Sally's overall, obviously your player just got hit, but you got a man on now. Yes, there are 2 outs, but you're just looking to get runners on here. I mean, just in this ball game going up against Colmary, they did so there, and they put together, we talked about it, a few 2-out rallies against Appo, and they'll take that for sure.
This is 8, Ryan James. As the shadows, Colmary pretty much right at the edge of the shadows there. It's almost not fair to be hitting him coming out of the sunlight into the shadows. But now the sun's shining pretty much in center field and right field, and you see Hayden Fauerback, the first baseman, shielding his eyes. He sees in the sun cloud. This is Ryan James. That is a strike called. It's 1-1.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a temperature difference up between left field and then center and right field. Be a little bit more chilly out there.
Yeah,
left.
you might see some kids throwing some long sleeves on as this game goes on.
Sorry, Max.
Counts 1-1. Campbell takes the lead, dives back in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Christian Colmary showing you how it's done so far.
Yeah, a lot of baseball left, and it should be a good matchup. And look, he's going to go.
Campbell on the run. He
Oh,
is
he got
out
him.
at second, caught stealing
Oh, my goodness.
Ben
Unbelievable
Anderson throws
throw.
it down there and gets him. That's going to be out number 3. Nick, that'll do it for the second inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. 1-0 Spartans. We're back with the third inning. You're watching Delaware Live, 302 Sports.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
No.
Ryan Farina, yeah. All right, welcome back to Frawley Stadium. We move to the third inning, Nick. It's 1-0 Spartans. Nick, the St. Mark's grad. Mike Lang here, the Salesianum grad. But
How about that?
Nick and I are we're not about to
No, see,
resort to blows here.
That's
We're
the key to the business. You got to remain unbiased.
What do you got? So now you're outnumbered, Nick.
Sally's? Oh, more Sally's. How about that? Three to. Well, Mount Pleasant, they wore green, so we'll adopt Nick for the day. I know, but just excited to be here for 2 great programs this year, and either way, it's going to be a treat.
Ryan Farina leads off for the Spartans here in the third inning. He's the second baseman. Takes the fastball and fouls it out of play, and it lands up in the luxury box
Press
area.
box, yeah.
Nick, I think my St. Mark's friends know that I'm a huge fan of St. Mark's. I really do. I'm a big fan of St. Mark's, of the school and the people there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, both of those schools,
Ooh, man, that was buckled.
very good schools.
And they're going to be, they're going to say no swing, but Farina's knees buckled there. Ryan Farina, a soccer star for the Spartans.
So you got to love the dual sport athletes here.
1-1 pitch from Valentine, popped up off the right side. It's going to be
Out of
into the
play.
stands, and nobody's over there. Farina's a soccer player, yeah. On deck is Max O'Neill, the left fielder. He'll be followed by Jaden Todd, the center fielder. Of course, we got to say hi to Todd Farina. Why we couldn't get out? I'm sure Todd's here somewhere. Yeah, ball retrieved by one of the Spartans reserves back up. It looked like Ben Anderson actually. Swing and a foul tip gets through Swift.
I was going to say, that was a good pitch.
1-2, another off-speed pitch. We're seeing the off-speed pitches tonight. Here on the riverfront in Wilmington.
I believe Valentine throws a curveball and a changeup.
The only bad thing is the Chickies and Pete's isn't open.
Yeah, I planned my dinner around that tonight, Mike.
I was looking for the cheese sauce and everything.
The drive up to Citizens Bank Park for that.
1-2 pitch. It's low, and it's 2-2 count.
Yeah.
Are the Phillies home today? Or they got rained
No,
out.
yeah. It did get rained out.
It did get rained out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think when I was on the way over here, they were act like they were going to play. Is that not true?
What's that? They called the
did it
game
just
off.
get called?
Mickey Moniak was in the starting lineup.
That's
Maybe
right,
that was
against
why.
DeGrom
Yeah,
tonight.
Jacob DeGrom. So that's one positive.
I heard Mickey was going to take DeGrom deep today.
Did you hear
Oh,
that?
that's a nice
Fly
contact.
ball.
but
Campbell
yeah.
had it played perfectly down the line. And Connor Campbell makes the catch, 1 out. Wait, Connor Campbell was right on the line there, and that was perfect placement.
Perfect placement. Look down at those wristbands. I guess who's batting them if they do that and situate themselves. And Campbell been good in right field.
That'll bring Max O'Neill to the plate, the left fielder. He's the 9th-hole hitter. And
Campbell making a few
So
plays
far,
out there today.
just-
That nice throw home. Nice play there.
1 hit in the game so far.
Yeah.
Turned into the run. It was an RBI single for Reed Dalton. Swing and a miss by O'Neill. It's 0-1. I want to say hello to the Salesianum guys from WSAL. They do a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure we say hi to those guys.
Yeah, saw him at Apo.
Yeah, they might be there tomorrow night. You never know. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Them, like I, made the mistake of wearing shorts that day. And if you guys are listening, it was a cold one.
Yeah, I think I had shorts on.
But we're in the press box today.
It is a little nicer. Yeah, a little bit better today. 0-2 on O'Neill. There's a curveball grounded down the third baseline. And there it sits. There's nobody makes an effort to get the ball.
We said a nice little crowd here today on a nice, rather cool night for some baseball here at Frawley. Field looks nice.
Yeah, you think they would have closed the roof tonight? Valentine pitching from the stretch. Another curveball. He's got him. Good one there. That's
another pretty
strike
pitch.
3, and that's 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, we've seen a lot of good off-speed
We
stuff.
had seen some good off-speed, and both these guys could bring the heat a little bit as well. And
Third strikeout for Brody Valentine. That'll bring Jaden Todd, the leadoff hitter, to the plate for the Spartans. He struck out his first time off.
Valentine, did he get the win against Appo on Thursday?
No.
No.
It was Ryan James, I believe.
okay.
He came in the ninth inning. Pitch goes through Swift. It's a ball, 1-0.
I mean, this is, we expect a little bit of a low-scoring game when you got these two guys on the mound.
Yeah.
And that's what we've seen here so far. But, again, as we progress in this one, I'm sure we'll see a little bit more contact.
Mr. Todd also.
Let's just say hi to Mr. Todd. Hello, Mr. Todd. There's a good pitch there from Valentine on the outside corner. Fastball, it's 1-1.
No Sixers tonight. No Phillies tonight now.
No, the Flyers, they still play. Remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Play the Penguins. That pitch is high. You know who's playing for the Penguins now? Former Flyer Jeff Carter, traded from the Kings to the Penguins.
Jeff Carter's still going strong, huh?
Where I think the assistant GM is one Ron Hextall. 2-1 pitch. That's low. It's 3-1 on Todd. Garrett Quinn on deck.
Yeah, so now top of the lineup for St. Mark's.
3-1 pitch. Looks like a good one. It's fouled off and counts full. The pitch count is 105 pitches or 205 for the week.
Ah.
The St. Mark's has a game tomorrow at William Penn, and they have a game
I was gonna
Sunday.
say, don't they play 2 more times in the next few days?
Yes, they play Sunday against Conrad. We did see some Red Bulls in the stands here, and that game is at Ritchie Elementary School.
And again,
A rare Sunday game, and that pitch misses inside, ball 4.
earlier in the week, we were under the impression that we might not be here on this Thursday. Maybe St. Mark's would have had to play 3 games in a row.
Well, I
but
think St. Mark's is happy that
fortunately,
they can't get the game in.
for a lot of us here able to free on this Thursday, but also the Spartans able to break up their schedule a little bit.
Yeah, they can get their arms some rest. So Garrett Quinn, number 10, is your batter. As Jaden Todd takes the lead off of first with the lefty on the mound, Brody Valentine. Here's the pitch. A little low, ball 1. See these lights take effect soon. We're kind of in that no, not sunny, but it's not dark. The lights really aren't making much of a difference yet. 1-0 pitch, yeah. Fouled out of play. And into the stands it goes. Nick, there's your foul ball. You want to run out and get it?
I may. I will say, it seems
You can get there before any of the fans.
both of these teams just a little bit late on these fastballs. I don't think we've seen any hits to the left side of the field here today.
Brian Lang hit the ball to shortstop.
Oh, of course, Brian Lang.
There's a called strike. Sorry, that's just the way.
Exactly, that's what you're right.
That's, believe it or not, the only ball the
Who's ahead of the ball there?
The only ball put into play by Salesianum right now, thus far through the first 2 innings. 1-2 count on Quinn. Good pitch, fouled long down the right field line and lands in the bullpen area out there.
It sounded like it landed in a machine.
Yeah.
As soon as he
I think it
as soon as he hit
I
that,
think
the
that ball
machine
landed,
started
started
going
a
off.
jackhammer
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, the 995 under construction right down left field here. So there's work going on under the stadium. There we go. Called strike 3.
Nice
Great
pitch.
pitch by Valentine. That's going to do it for the Spartans. In the third, no runs, no hits, 1 man left on. We're going to take a quick break after 2.5. St. Mark's 1, Salesianum no score.
563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
All right, back here at Frawley Stadium, Nick, where the jackhammer is jackhammering right underneath of us.
It's so loud.
Let's see if that sound can inspire some of these hitters.
Yeah. Sal's will bring up Ryan James. He was at bat in the second inning when Connor Campbell was caught stealing. So Ryan James is back. Luke Swift and Brian Langer, your 3 batters for the Sal's. And our scoreboard operator is going. I was going to tell him it's number 8. Batting. He's having a little trouble seeing these numbers.
Yeah,
that was numbers
um,
on the white.
That was our dilemma last Thursday, the old Brian Lang and Ryan James mix-up, the old 8-6, when you get the dirt on the back of the jersey.
That sounds like a bad bowling situation, the 8-6 split. It's
Now,
number
let's
8.
see, Sally's going to have to get out here. Let's see how they do now, second time around coming up here against Colmary.
Yeah, Christian Colmary's been really good. Misses on that one. He's going to that off-speed stuff a lot, but it's been working for him. 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. Of course, a lot of strikeouts means you're throwing some pitches.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you had the pitch count.
I'm not doing the pitch count.
Yeah.
It interferes with everything else I have to do, like
Yeah.
make jokes about my nephew.
Yeah, but we've got that one in there.
So it's 2-1. Count.
Is that working, Joe?
Here's the pitch. Looked good, but it was a little bit high. Finally went to a fastball, Nick, and just missed. 3 balls and a
3-1.
strike, and you got to be pretty selective here if you're Ryan James. You want to get on base.
Yeah, my methodology. I would have gave him the green light.
Yeah, but I don't think he's swinging at that
That was a
curveball.
good
That's
pitch.
3-2.
Yeah, now you gotta stay tight at the
Another
plate here,
curveball
and
fouled out
at
of
least he was
play.
able to get a piece of that one. That was another good pitch that he was at least able to fight off, and now he'll stay alive because that was
Nick
another good
Alessandrini is
pitch.
going to go home with a bucket full of souvenirs tonight. He's going to be sneaking around Frawley Stadium.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they
Is
are.
that Rob Colmary going to get the ball? And get assistant coach Rob Colmary getting some work in. Here's Christian Colmary with the pitch, grounded to the shortstop. Nice play there, and across the diamond in time.
Good
Garrett
throw.
Quinn makes the throw to Fauerback, 1 out.
Nice play, smooth, easy routine ground ball, and
Yeah,
made
kept
it
this
look
one
just like that.
Kept that one up a little bit better, a little bit higher rather, and an easy play for Fauerback. That brings number 35, Luke Swift, to the plate, the catcher. One nothing Spartans. They scored a second inning run, and it's held up so far. Pitches outside. Ben Anderson tries to frame it, but just can't frame it enough. Curveball. This one is inside.
I'll tell you that starts real inside, and then sometimes he's able to hit that inside corner. That one looks like it's going to hit you, and then he gets in there.
Another fastball. This one's right down the middle, and it's 1-1. Curveball on the way, just missed inside. 2-1. That one is high and outside. It was 3-1, so that's a walk for Swift.
So now if you're Sally's, you got a runner on, one down, and I believe top of the lineup now, right, Mike?
This would be the top of the lineup. This is Brian Lang. He is 0 for 1, reached on an error and stole the base. And he's looking down to the coach, and now he's checking out the card, which goes right back in the back pocket.
Yeah, I'm not sure who went over to
It's like the yardage book, man.
to
Right
first
back
base. Yeah, Swift came off, and we have a pinch runner, I believe, at first.
Yeah, the catcher is not bad. It's probably Mercante. That pitch is on the outside corner for strike one. Usually it's number 7. Mason Mercante has been their principal courtesy runner. 0-1 count on Lang. Senior. Nick headed to Eastern University next year to play some baseball.
Eastern, yeah. My neighbor went and played basketball at Eastern.
Curveball outside, 1-1. I don't know the college commitments of every player out here. Just him and
if
and
you have a
Colmary.
few more, maybe send them our way via social.
Inside. Ooh, how did not hit him?
That was close. It was a close
2-1.
one.
He
That
don't
was
wanna
a
take
fastball.
He don't want to take that fastball off the
No.
leg, that's for sure. 2-1 count on Lang. He'll be followed by Brody Valentine. We are in the bottom of the third, 1-0 Spartans. Fastball, fouled out of play. Way out of play.
Yeah, beware
2-2.
drivers, but I'll tell you, you can. I'm not sure if our audience can hear
Just how loud
the
this is.
jackhammer below us.
I thought
But
it was
I'm
I
gonna
thought it was
say
the
if-
95 construction. but
If
it's
you're,
not.
if you're a hitter, you know that you're going to be listening to that. That's for sure. Got to concentrate.
All right, 2-2 pitch on Lang. Fastball, outside corner, strike 3 called.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. Got there right on the outside corner.
Out number 2. So Brody Valentine, the batter, he struck out his first time up. That's strikeout number 6 for Christian Colmary. So Valentine, the lefty,
Yeah, the lefty.
fastball, swinging and miss. They're giving him the right field line. They're shaded a little in left field. They're shaded ever so slightly to left. He's got a little bit of room in left center, Nick, but not a whole lot. Colmary from the stretch, just the second time tonight. Pitch is high. Yeah, it's 1-1. On deck for the Sal's, John Dunyan. So the Sal's knew they were going to have their work cut out for them tonight against Christian Colmary, and he's been as advertised.
Yeah, I believe the first time they've seen him this year. And, you know,
Fastball.
they'll most likely see him again. So it's the first time they'll see him. First time for the Spartans to see Valentine.
The pitch was outside, 2-1.
You know, this is a big game, obviously, St. Mark's and Sally's, but you're more worried about down the road when maybe you'll be facing Colmary again and Valentine again, having seen them once.
Just looking at the schedule, the Sal's and St. Mark's meet May 5th at St. Mark's at 4 p.m. Pitch is inside, 3-1. And we got a text from that Jason Winchell watching the game, said he thought that Luke Swift did not have time to lay the tag
Oh.
on Dan Keene,
So
but he's going to have to watch it again
he's thinking
later.
it was a heads-up play to try to get
Yeah,
the
he
runner
didn't
at
think he had-
second.
He didn't think, well, Jason, you have some detractors here in the booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Jason's a Sally's grad, too. I think he's telling the truth. Swinging foul out of play into the parking lot, and
Oh, I'm afraid that's where my car looked. You know, that looked like it was heading for a black Toyota Camry, say 2016.
you were parked up against that fence. I think you're okay.
Yeah, and I think a Suburban or something pulled into my left. So
Well, that's good. You're in luck. That's somebody's got a little stitch mark in the side of their car. 3-2. Runner's going to
count.
take off. Inside, oh, it hits him.
I
Brody
believe he got
Valentine
him,
gets it on the
yeah.
right toe.
So now you got a runner in scoring position here if you're the Sal's.
Speaking about getting hit on the toe, Carlos Rodon from the White Sox,
Ooh.
8 2/3 perfect innings last night, and then hits a batter on the toe who didn't move, but he got his no hitter. But
Yeah, I'll take that. Is that the first one in White Sox history? Is that right?
no, it's first one.
I was going to say, I don't forget.
First
what
one in
they said.
Padres history was Musgrove.
Padres, yeah.
So courtesy runner in for Valentine. That is number 17, Max Dugan. So 2 courtesy runners out on the bases, 2 on, 2 out for the batter, John Dunyan.
And here you go. If you're Dunyan, he's a great hitter for the Sally's team. 2 runners on. Obviously, there's 2 outs and time to make some noise if you're the Sal's.
Pitches inside, and Dunyan.
He's been inside in
Takes
these
it off.
last few batters. We've seen that. And even on those off-speed pitches, they start real inside and finish inside. And he's trying to jam him up here. And I'm eager. I'll be eager to see what his pitch count is to this point.
Yeah, he's getting up there. I don't know who's Texas coaches are keeping track. Curveball,
There
strike
it
called
is,
on the inside
yeah.
corner. Dunyan buckled just a bit. We ought to ban barbecue talk here in the booth.
Yeah, I know. I had a light dinner today.
I gotta go home and dig into the freezer and see what's there. Fastball fouled out of play down the right field line,
That was a good pitch.
and
By
it's
Cole
over
Murray.
with Chickies and Pete's and out of here. I think we have a doubleheader that night, Nick. Is it?
Yeah, I
William
think
Penn that
I'll be
night?
here back to back. Yeah, 2 games, double header.
Friends, pretty good team.
Be here for a while. On
Yeah, we're going to
Thursday.
be living here next Thursday. Conrad Sally's at 4 p.m., I believe, and followed by William Penn and Friends. 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball drilled into center field. And that is right at the center fielder. We got that right here. Jaden Todd took 2 steps in, Nick, but caught it. And then for out number 3. So that's the best hit ball by the Sal's
I was
all
going
day.
to say, and he took a step in. You know, he thought maybe he misread it at first, but able to recover nicely and make the play.
So Dunyan hits it well, but it's out number 3. That's going to do it for the Sal's in the third. They leave 2. Still 1-0 St. Mark's. We're back with 4th inning baseball right after this.
You're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. Let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in
Big Kahunaville. We are back here at Frawley. We're trying to come up with some of the home runs we've seen here from the high schoolers here. We mentioned Eric Ludman, Josh McGuire, Hidalgo from AI DuPont. Zach Eloff? Who's now killing it at Virginia, by the way. Leading off for St. Mark's will be number 15, the catcher, Ben Anderson. This is not an easy home run park. We mentioned that before.
Oh, yeah.
Nick, you can see down the right field, the bullpen looks like it's under construction.
A lot of construction. You know, always trying to improve the
Yeah.
ballpark.
Pitch is in the dirt. 1-0. We mentioned next Thursday a doubleheader here at Frawley Stadium with the Delaware Live crew. It's going to be Conrad Salesianum, followed by Friends and William Penn. Some Quakers and Colonials. Should be a
Yeah.
good one. I had a chance to see the Colonials last week. Not a bad team. Pitch is low. Ball 2.
They held their own with a tough Middletown team.
Yeah, they lost to Middletown, but it was a good game. The game that I had seen. They play St. Mark's tomorrow. It's going to be a tough one for William Penn. Here we go. Strike not called. It's 3-0.
Yeah,
So
he's
3-0
been a
count
little bit
on
low,
Anderson.
too.
Anderson popped up to second base his first time up.
Cole Murray's been inside, and Valentine's been a little bit low, but figured it out there.
Yeah, he takes a strike there on the 3-0 count.
I wonder if he had take time.
Not on my team, you don't.
One thing is Ben Anderson is one of the guys who can definitely hit a home run here.
Oh, yeah.
There's
And that's a nice shot.
to center field. It's falling fast, but Brian Lang catches
Stayed
up to it.
That's a good point. And,
His lightning speed, he gets over there, out number 1.
Spectacular catches this year.
That,
and Mike, we were just talking during the commercial break, and our partner Nick Halliday here to our right said that even on the ball that was hit to center field in the previous half inning, and the ball starting to float up there a little bit. That one looked hard hit. Just
thought it
hung
was
up
sinking
there.
fast, but
Yeah,
Brian
hung
got
up
over
there and allowed him to go make the catch.
we mentioned Lang was on our top 10 plays with his catch against was it Apo? No, St. George's. And I have a video of him from the game against Sussex Tech. He made a ridiculous catch, but when he hit the ground, the ball popped out. It was twice as good as that catch at St. George's. I wish he made it.
And he almost had one at Apo.
Yeah.
The one that was called originally called it out. And a great
Our
frame job.
Ground ball into the hole. It's short. Played across the diamond on the hop, but not going to get him. Base hit for for Hayden Fauerbach.
That would have been a very nice play.
Yeah, it was a good play out there at shortstop by Dunyan, but that was so far into the hole
Yeah.
that Clark had no problem. I'm sorry,
he was still
Fauerbach
able to,
again had no problem beating it out.
To pop up pretty quick and make it a good hard throw, just a little bit off the mark.
I don't want to say too many things about my nephew, but I'm not allowed back in the house if I don't say a couple good things about him. So I'm done
Unique
talking about
opportunity.
Brian. Here we
Unique
go.
opportunity.
1 on, 1 out for the Spartans. Fauerbach is now the batter after I messed up twice who was batting. I'm sorry, this is Clark. I got myself totally discombobulated. Hayden Fauerbach is on first base. Michael Clark is batting number 8. He got on the first time up on a walk. The St. Mark's first base runner of the game. He's being held on by Ryan James over at first base. Not much of a lead on the lefty. Pitch is high, 1-1.
Yeah, Swift setting up on the far inside of that plate. And
Clark.
back at it below.
Clark, a junior. St. Mark's pretty veteran, all juniors and seniors. That pitch is high. And it's going to be 2-1. Salesianum, all juniors and seniors except for, St. Mark's is the one with the sophomore, Garrett Quinn. I know I was looking at the wrong roster. Salesianum, all seniors and juniors. A lot of guys, though, playing their first varsity year after last year was wiped out. Grounder up the middle. It's going to go through for a base hit. Clark on base for the second time. St. Mark's second hit of the game. Puts runners at first and second with just 1 out. Did a good job getting around on that one.
Yeah, he's now, they've seen him once batted through the order one time here, and now second way through, starting to make better contact and see those pitches a little bit better.
I'll tell you, after a couple of years being off, I was ready to take it back when you guys were right.
So the batter's going to be number 22, Dan Keene. That's a third hit for the Spartans. How about that? Yeah, the second hit of the
Shallow
inning.
right
Yeah,
field.
yeah. Second hit of the inning. I missed that first one. So 3 hits. Uh-oh, pass ball. Play at third base. Swift gets it down there. He's safe. He beats the tag. Swift can't believe it. Clark stays at first base. It's first and third.
I'll agree. I think he did beat it. It was very close. He got another good jump. I was another good throw by Swift from behind the plate, but
I mean, I'm not going to doubt the call. We can't really see from up here.
no, yeah, I would definitely I would say he was safe from where my vantage point is, but
So first,
I thought he might have been there a little bit earlier. He was hustling
Yeah.
hard there.
Keene walked his first time up. He scored the only run of the game so far, but the Spartans are knocking on the door once again. First and third, 1 out. Pitch outside, ball 2. On deck for the Spartans, it's Reed Dalton, number 6. He's got the RBI with that little Texas League single.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great job by Dalton just to push that ball into right field. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Brody Valentine gets a little extra on that one.
Yeah.
We'll see if Michael Clark takes off. You don't want to run into an out here. There he goes. Just as we say it, ball outside, throw cut off by the pitcher. So we're going to call it a stolen base for Clark. Runners on second and third. The count 3-1. We'll see if they just put him on. Set up a force. Looks like he's going to pitch to him. Maybe they had the unintentional, intentional walk here.
3-1. I give him the green light.
Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. That's the only light Nick Alcantrini has.
In certain scenarios, yes.
I want to play on Nick's team. It's always a green light.
I'm
on
a player's
Nick's
coach.
team.
I'm a player's coach. Got to swing to score.
You can never get in trouble.
Exactly, and that being my point.
Sal's infield is up on the grass, so they're playing to cut off a run here, full count. Valentine from the stretch. A half a swing, got him, strike 3.
That's a big out if you're Valentine and the Sals. And was that the strike on the pitch?
No, it was a swing.
Really?
Yep. He pointed at the batter and called strike 3. Reed Dalton, your batter, number 6, has the single and the RBI, and Reed can be a hero here again with 2 outs.
Yeah, and if Valentine's able to get out of this, that's be some maybe even a momentum shift.
You know what God
for
said on the
Sal's.
first day? He said, "Let there be light." The lights are on here in the press box. We have 2 Catholic schools playing, Nick. We can talk about the first day here. That was a strike on Dalton, by the way, 0-1. Fastball ripped up the middle. It's a base hit. 1 runs home. Here comes the second runner, Clark.
I'm gonna hold him.
He's going to hold it third. So an RBI single number 2 for Reed Dalton. Spartans lead it 2-0. Got around on that one. Solid hit up the middle.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
Fauerbach scores. Clark made the turn, Nick, and slammed on the brakes.
I'm going to say Mark's doing a good job. 2 outs. 2 men on and a big-time hit there. Scores.
Batter's Todd Farina's kid. Ryan Farina.
And now you got
Number
runners
2.
on the corners here. And if you're Sally's, you got to focus on getting out of this inning now. You got 2 other runners on, runner on third. Try to limit this damage to 1 if you're Valentine and company.
Sal's just needing out here. They got to force out at second. But I would not be surprised to see Dalton take off here.
Yeah, they did it last time.
Here's the pitch to Farina. Swing, and it's foul. And in front of the Sal's dugout. 2-0 St. Mark's. We are in the 4th. A fairly quick-moving game here at Frawley Stadium. Till this inning.
Yeah, starting to get a little bit more chilly out there for
Yeah.
our fans here at Frawley and
Got
those players down on the field.
construction underneath of us, construction out in left field on I-95. That pitch took something off of it, off-speed pitch, and it's a ball 1-1. That was Paul.
You know, they don't work 9 to 5 here. They're going to work all night long.
It's time and a half after 6 o'clock, by the way. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball fouled right back at us. I had it, but it hit the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Farina. If he gets on, it'll be Max O'Neill. Farina flied to right field his first time up. From the stretch, here's Valentine's pitch. Curveball, a little high, 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Let's see if Dalton goes on this one. There he goes. Pitch is a ball, and it's going to be a full count. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Farina if he gets something he likes. You hear the St. Mark's players from here. Well, you may not hear them.
We hear 'em.
I can hear them a little bit.
Over the jackhammer.
Over the jackhammer. 3-2 pitch on the way.
That's
Set in the right field, line drive, but right at the right fielder, Connor Campbell, and That's out number 3. So, Nick, they escape further damage, but it's still 2-0 Spartans. We come back with bottom of the 4th action. You're watching Delaware Live, 302 Sports. Good play by Campbell.
Your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
All right, we are back at Frawley Stadium. Nick, those Nutter Butters, man, they're good, but you got to chew them a little bit.
I'll tell you, one of my favorite parts about sporting events now are starting to get fans back in the building is the fan cam. You got to love the fan cam, and you get to see it here at Frawley. You got a great crowd. You got some dancing going on. I'll tell you, great environment here at Frawley. And
Who?
if we're doing the games, make sure you're out in the
okay.
crowd dancing about.
Well, Nick's neighbor, thanks for dancing. Sal's, they want to do some dancing. Nick, they trail 2-0 in the 4th, and this is the pitch to the leadoff hitter, Deuce Rosidlo, number 2, and that's strike 1.
Rosidlo, the cleanup hitter for Salesianum.
Oh, that was close. Takes a ball there, 1-1. Yeah, Deuce does a little bit of everything for this team. That's a pretty talented, athletic family. Takes a ball, 2-1. Of course, his older sisters, Abby and Emily, both at. Abby's out of Ursuline.
Ursuline, right?
They're athletes at Ursuline. There's the pitch. Is that a strike call?
I don't think
No, that was
so.
another ball. 3-1. Saw Emily at the game on Saturday, and his younger sister, Katie, another athlete, fouled out a play over our heads. Of course, Abby played basketball and volleyball at Ursuline. Emily's a runner and a basketball player.
Yeah, I remember the name from basketball for sure.
Oh, yeah, she was All-State. First team All-State?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, second team, Emily Rosidlo. She was buried under a hoodie on Saturday against Sussex Tech. Another ball fouled out of play. They're going to bill Rosidlo for these lost baseballs.
That's heading to the Chase Center.
It is out of here. Any further would have been at the Chase Fieldhouse, 76ers Fieldhouse. Uh-oh. Pitch inside, and that's going to be ball 4. Rosidlo, a leadoff runner, and that's good news for the Sows.
Yeah, that one just missed. Another good off-speed pitch.
cameraman here.
And good eye, better eye this time by Rosidlo. Pop stepping into the fold.
Yeah. So that brings Ben Venema to the plate, number 9 for the Sows. Venema is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Just about everybody in this lineup has struck out against Cole Mary. Leading off first base is Rosidlo. He's got a healthy lead out there. Sows have stolen a base tonight. Strike called, 0-1. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. St. Martin with individual runs, he said, in the 2nd and 4th innings. Both RBIs tonight for Reed Dalton.
How about that?
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Snap throw to first. Not in time, but it's a 0-2 count on Venema. On deck is Zach Sarnecki, number 24. Nick Salesianum with a lot of home games early on in this season. They'll be paying the price a little bit later, but
Yeah.
thus far they are 4-1.
They have to do it both home and away.
That ball's fouled into the netting down the first baseline. Their one road game was canceled. They were supposed to play Newark on Monday, and they ended up not playing.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about that at the top of the broadcast.
The Yellow Jackets usually have a pretty decent team down there in Newark. Excuse me. Wow, man, I got something caught in my throat. Here we go. Must be dust from the jackhammers. Here's the pitch. Right back to Colmary, and that's going to be – is that a double play?
I think so.
That is going to be a double play as that ball's caught in the air by Christian Colmary, and I think Deuce Rizidlo may have been on the run on that play. So score
That's what it looked like, yeah.
First out there, and it's going to score 1-3 for the second out. So a 1-3 double play, and Zach Zarnecki, your batter, number 24. Unfortunate play there for the Sal's, but a heads up by Colmary, a little humpback liner that he was able to get a hold of.
Yeah, nice pitch, able to make the catch, and then you see a little jog over to first base to make the underhand toss for the double play, and
There's
that
a
one
half
might
swing
get down.
into right field. It's a base hit. The Sal's with their first hit of the game. It's Zach Zarnecki.
Yeah, Zarnecki doing his thing.
Kind of a check swing, but it got the job done, and that double play looks real good if you're the Spartans right about now. It brings to the plate Connor Campbell, number 14.
Yeah, now let's see by the lineup. Let's see what these hitters can do for Salesianum. They can step up to the plate literally and figuratively here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now a runner on.
Have not had a lot of base runners tonight. Runners on the move, hit and run. It works to perfection. He stopped at second. Unbelievable. It's going to be first and second, but Zarnecki, Connor Campbell with a hit. Zarnecki just lost track of where the ball was, Nick, and he's at second base. He is in scoring position.
Yep, so again, 2 men on. And like you said, now it's going to be,
Ryan James.
Ryan James.
Yeah, Ryan James, your batter, the first baseman. But that hit and run worked just the way you drew it up in the book.
It couldn't have been much better than that. And
Abner Doubleday has it written in the book that way.
And we talked about it. Sally's has been in this position before. They were down almost a few times to Appo and were able to come back and get the victory. So they're not strangers to being down here. 2-0 isn't much.
Trying to put together a 2-out rally.
Yeah.
That pitch is high, and it's going to be ball one. On deck is Luke Swift, the catcher. But first, it's Ryan James. He's got the 1-ball count. So 2 hits for the Sal's here in the inning, 3 base runners total. That pitch is a strike. Nice curveball there by Colmary. Remember, tomorrow night, we're back at you from Abyssinia Stadium. A little more details on our upcoming schedule between innings. It's a busy one, Nick. Clear your calendar.
Yeah, I'm starting to put it down the schedule.
That fastball's high. 2-1. We got Glenn Frazier coming up on Saturday to do a little work.
Yeah, get him back up here. Always good to see Glenn.
Glenn did the softball on the other night from Caravel. Curveball just missed. 3-1. So he's got the green light if he's on Nick Alessandrini's team.
Well, yeah, now first and second, 3-1. And make it a little tougher here, but I'd do it still. I trust my hitters.
Strike call a little bit.
Could have been a single scored run there, see?
It could have been. That's a full count.
Yeah, big pitch
The
upcoming.
runners will be on the run here.
So we'll see if Colmary decides to go with that fastball or if he tries to fool him with that curveball.
They're not holding the runner on at first. Second, they're kind of like paying lip service.
He'll step out now.
The runners, by the way, Zach Zarnecki at second base, Connor Campbell over at first, and they should be able to get a real good jump here. You see the shortstop from St. Mark's, Garrett Quinn, kind of ducking in there behind Zarnecki. 3-2 pitch on the way. Popped up in the center field. Oh, the center fielder was playing shallow. He gets back there. I think he's lost. Sliding catch made by the center fielder, Jaden Todd. And that's going to end the rally for the Sal's. Great play by Jaden Todd. Nick, he was playing really shallow.
He
when
was
got
playing
back there.
very shallow. I didn't even notice it until the ball made contact with the bat at the plate, but he was very shallow. The second time he's been able to recover out in center field and make a big play. That one, a little bit tougher than the one he had before, but the big news is he was able to get back there, slide, make the catch, and St. Mark's gets out of a jam.
Yes, that's going to do it for 4 innings here at Frawley in the books already. 2-0 Spartans. We're back with the 5th inning right after this.
3 months, 6 months, or even a year. Let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to home.
How much time we got?
We're back, but we're down, so.
Let me see if I can get you. Oh crap! I just hit the wrong button. Oh. Too much pressure. I just happened to close it. All right, we're back here at Frawley Stadium, trying to catch that center field replay, but I'm not very talented with the iPhone. All right, Nick. It's a fouled off. The batter is Max O'Neill. Here it is. Pops, great job, man. We just saw the play again there, Nick, and it was just as good the second time around.
Yeah.
And good job by our cameraman to get that one. You may see that one next week. Nick, you might be narrating some highlights.
Yeah.
All right, your batter, Max O'Neill. The count is 0-2.
Yeah, I'll be back in the studio tomorrow to knock out this week's top plays, so they'll be coming at you tomorrow evening.
Yeah, for our lacrosse game, here's a grounder to Dunyan.
He's fast.
Yeah, he gets
on
it
the
to
base
James,
pad.
and that's going to be out number 1.
Almost beat it out there.
So O'Neill, not quite fast enough. And good play by Dunyan. He's had a few chances over there. That'll bring Jaden Todd. There he is to the plate. You make the play, you get the at-bat. So Harry Callis told me my entire childhood was going to happen. He'd say, Whitey, of course you make the play in the field, you get the bat in the next inning. He'll be followed by number 10, Garrett Quinn. Ripped in the left field, base hit for Todd. He's on base for the second time tonight. So Jaden Todd playing some defense, and now he gets some offense. Hit number 5 for the Spartans. This is the shortstop, Garrett Quinn. He's 0 for 2. We'll see if he lays down a bunt. Third baseman, Rosillo, even with the bag. Brody Valentine, there goes the runner. Inside, Swift's throw is not in time. It's going to be a stolen base for Todd. So 1-0 on Quinn, and runner in scoring position. So now, Nick, if you lay down the bunt, it might make a little more sense for you. And Rosillo back at third base now. The infield not looking for the bunt. We'll see what Coach Matt Smith calls here.
Smitty, long-time coach
Yeah.
at St. Mark's, multiple championships. A little bit more than multiple.
Lined in the right field. Campbell's got it on a
They're going
hop.
to send him. Oh, no,
They're
they're
going to
not.
hold him at third. They did originally
They did
look like he
waive
was
him,
going to
yeah.
send him. So it's a base hit first and third for the Spartans. And if they'd sent him, he was a dead duck, a dead Spartan.
Well, we've thought that before in this one, too.
Great job of hitting there by Quinn, going behind the runner over to the right side and not only advances him, he gets on base with hit number 6 for St. Mark's. Your batter, Ben Anderson, he is not going to bunt. Anderson with a pop-up to second, a fly ball to center. Spartans can really open it up here a little bit. We'll see. You see a little stirring down there in the left field line, but that's a long ways from here.
Yeah, and
Curveball, strike 1 on Ben
just
Anderson.
heard, I believe Sally's up in the bullpen, up in left field.
A couple of their pitchers are playing defense right now, so
Yeah, I wonder. We saw Venema in relief against Apple last week.
I'll see who pitched on Tuesday that may not be eligible to pitch today.
Yeah.
And that 11-3 win over Newark Charter. Rosillo threw 95 pitches. He will not be eligible to pitch tonight. Zarnecki threw 25. He is eligible. Runner goes. They fake the throw to second. And that's going to be a stolen base for Garrick Quinn. So now runners on second and third with 1 out. The ground out by Max O'Neill. Spartans, I mentioned, 6-0. They are coming off the 11-0 win at Indian River on Saturday. Christian Colmary pitched that game. Of course, he had 4 days off in between, so he was ready for today. Ground ball to first. Through the right side. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Second runner's coming. They hold him up. Throw goes home. And it's going to be a run-scoring single for Ben Anderson and 3-0 Spartans.
Great job to wait on that off-speed pitch. Hung it up there a little bit, and he's able to take it right down right field. Great piece of hitting there. And now he'll see the pinch runner.
So
I
Anderson with the
believe-
RBI. I can't see the number from
I
here.
wanted to say 17, Mike, and the only number on the roster is 17, so I'm obviously
course.
wrong. Oh, man.
Ben Anderson had an RBI double against Indian River, and he just keeps the hitting going here. The batter is Hayden Fauerback, number 23. He can open the lead up a little more. He has struck out and singled tonight. He scored run number 2 for the Spartans in the last inning. First and third, 1 out. And Fauerback steps out. And the mercury has gone down a little bit here. But it's dry.
That's true. We'll take it. Now lights fully on display here. You know, it's good to be back for some nighttime baseball action.
3-0 St. Mark's, and they are in a position to do some more damage here at Frawley Stadium. Mike Lang, Nick Alessandrini, Nick Halliday out there taking pictures somewhere, and we have Pops Halliday running the camera. But it's not the same without Jason, apparently, according to the Delaware Stadium Corporation.
Yeah, far from it, actually.
He's got his own chair up here. Another stolen base as they throw right back to Anderson. I think that was a ball. We make it 2-0.
And also, you got to start thinking about, I believe, Valentine's pitch count now. Obviously, we don't have it on us here, but you got to think he's creeping up there, at least relatively close to that 105.
We're in the 5th inning
I
here.
would say maybe 80. What do you think, 80-something pitches, maybe? Again,
They
we
do have
don't
some.
have it.
They have a lefty up in the pen. Not sure who it is. In timeout called by Swift. He's going to go out and they're going to talk it over. Of course, the lefty, if I remember right, the other lefty pitcher is Aiden O'Brien, number 16. That could be O'Brien out in the pen.
Yeah, we don't have our binoculars on us today. Even if we did, that'd be a tough.
That's a tough read
in the
way out
dark
there.
back there. Yeah.
See, Nick, the work on I-95 continues. You see
Yeah, you got.
that's going to be going on for a while. Get used to it.
Yeah, I forget where we were the other night. Came from that direction on the way home.
That's why I like 495 right over that way. Of course, I go around Wilmington to get back up to.
I went through Ellesmere to get here today.
There's the intentional walk,
Yeah.
so that's going to be bases loaded.
And those Spartans are up in that dugout. You can see some of that emotion now. They're loving what
You
they've
know,
seen here as
This
of
is
late.
still a big rivalry, you know. These kids play together on the same
And
travel
you can
teams,
make
but
the
it's
argument.
a big rivalry.
You can make the argument now, Mike, that among all other sports now, this being the most competitive and maybe biggest
Yeah.
in terms of baseball. And
Yeah, St. Mark's really is not dropped off in baseball at all. But I think the Spartans are coming back in the other sports. You wait.
Oh, yeah, I
Grounder back
agree.
to the plate, through the legs of Brody Valentine. Everybody's on safely. That's going to be an error. Run scores. It's 4-0.
Come back.
So everybody moves up a base.
Need a couple from the newspaper. Mike's gonna need a couple. We're gonna need some.
So everybody's safe. Bases remain loaded. 1 out, and that's just unfortunate. Your batter would be 22, Dan Keene.
yeah, and St. Mark's starting to put together a little run here, and 4-0, trying to hold on to that lead. And
Keene with a walk tonight. Nick scored the first run, and he struck out his last time up on a check swing. And Keene will be followed by Dalton, who's 2 for 2. So you got to feel pretty good if you're the Spartans.
yeah, Spartans trying to, show everybody once again they're on prime time here on Delaware Live Sports, and they want to reiterate the fact that they are maybe the #1 team in the state now. Appo, a few losses. They were our top-ranked team last week.
Yeah, a
and
lot of good teams.
St. Mark's is going to be in
There's a lot
that
of good
team.
teams downstate.
Yeah.
Cape Henlopen, Sussex Tech, I believe Sussex Central. There's some really good teams downstate. I still had a chance to see Milford, not a bad team.
Yeah.
So a lot of good teams downstate this year. Indian River was 4-1 before St. Mark's went down there. 1-1 pitch. Lined
That's
up
a
the
nice
middle,
shot.
and that's a base hit. 1 run home. They're going to hold the runners, so everybody moves up 90 feet again. RBI single for Dan Keene. It's 5-0 St. Mark's.
Yeah, everybody's hitting. They're going to hold that runner at third, leave the bases loaded, and just keep this rally going.
Merry-go-round goes one spin at a time.
Yeah, they are on Brody Valentine right now. That's for sure. They are teeing off, and now you're going to see
And here
maybe a
comes
pitching
Godfrey.
change.
He's going to make the change. So we're going to take a little break here. We'll come back, and it's 5-0 Spartans, top of the 5th. You're watching Delaware Live 302 Sports.
Shit. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
All right, back at Frawley Stadium, the new pitcher for Salesianum, another lefty, Aiden O'Brien. His first pitch in the dirt, ball one. The batter is Reed Dalton. Reed is 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies. And Nick, he's got 3 ducks on the pond. He can really crack this thing wide open.
Yeah, big inning so far here for St. Mark's. They've been making decent contact, and now here in the 5th, they've just been opening it up. And
fly ball, Campbell's got it lined up. It's deep enough to score a run. It's going to be another RBI for Reed Dalton. And 6-0. Spartans runner advances to third base. The runner who scored was Hayden Fauerbach. Clark moves up to third. And just so Reed's okay, that's not going to hurt against his batting average because it's a sacrifice fly.
yeah, he'll be happy with the RBI and the 6-0 lead.
So 3 ribbies now for Reed.
Yeah, to St. Mark's, year in and year out. The baseball, they come to play, that's for sure. And Smitty does such a good job with those guys. And, young guys, old guys, veteran, non-veteran team, it usually doesn't matter. They put it together, and year in and year out, they stay
So
consistent.
strong.
Yeah.
The batter is Ryan Farina. He takes a pitch outside. Nick, we mentioned, St. Mark's freshman class this year, the biggest in 10 years. And
Love to see it.
You're starting to see it on some of their athletic teams. They have a lot of young kids on some of these teams, but you give them a year or two, and man, look out.
Love to see it. And again, yeah.
And this is a veteran baseball team, but they have a really good JV team as well this year. And not just in baseball, but you can see the Spartans are they're gonna rise, man. They're gonna be back in business.
Yeah, Joey Wright and our guy
Joey's doing a great job.
Rob DeMacy doing a great job in admissions.
Yeah, Rob's doing a great job.
You see those billboards all over the place. You see the best private school in Delaware. You see that, and yeah, they're definitely doing big things over there at St. Mark's.
2-1 count on Farina. I just had a chance to go down and interview Jack Palmer, the football player and wrestler.
I
last week.
love
Jack's
Jack Palmer. I'm a big Jack Palmer fan. Yeah, I had a chance to talk to him for a split second at the wrestling state championships.
Oof. Farina takes it off the sleeve, and the bases are loaded again. Spartans are now batted around in this inning. Max O'Neill started the inning with a ground out to shortstop. He will be your hitter. 2 outs now. 4 runs in, and the bases are loaded. This is number 9. Max O'Neill 0 for 2.
Gonna be looking for his first hit. He wants to get in on this hitting party the Spartans are having.
This is Max O'Neill. It is number
pitch.
9, yeah. The scoreboard still says Farina, but the number's correct. Counts 0-1 as O'Brien gets a strike.
Call 8.
That pitch is in the dirt, 1-1.
Call 8. Max O'Neill.
Again, Sixers. Spartans looking to stay undefeated on the year. I believe they'll have that top spot. They'll have that top spot in our rankings if they're able to hold on to this one.
I think they're up there now.
Yeah, so they'll hold on if they're able to hold on in the victory here.
Sals are currently 6th. We will get you there next game. St. Mark's at William Penn tomorrow, so they get no rest.
Yep.
I'm sure they're okay with that. And then they play again Sunday. We mentioned against Conrad's. Well, for the Sals, Nick, they get to go to Cape Henlopen on Monday at 4:15. So that's going to be a good one. Down there in Lewis on Monday. Road trip? No, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't make it to Lewis on Monday afternoon.
Because that is going to be a good one. That should be a good ball game.
Monday night, Cape Henlopen lacrosse at Salesianum.
Yeah.
We'll have that one for you.
I believe.
Swing and a miss.
It's the last couple of years that those two have been top 2 teams.
Yeah, well, obviously, Cape beat Sally's for the state lacrosse championship 2 years ago.
I remember that.
At Cesar Rodney, it was a good game.
Wow, yeah. Was that the first time they've lost a lacrosse state championship, right? And how long?
Like 10 years. Yeah. I think it was 10 years. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's going to do it. But St. Mark's They put 4 on the board. I believe they had 5 hits. They leave the bases loaded. After 4.5 innings, it's 6-0 Spartans. We're going to take a short break. Back with you on Delaware Live 302 Sports.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your
on barbecue. We're back for the bottom of the 5th. St. Mark's with a commanding 6-0 lead. Taking a look at the 302 schedule. Tomorrow night, Friday, we're back with you from Abyssinia Stadium over there on campus, right off the campus of Salesianum. It's going to be Caesar Rodney and Salesianum lacrosse. That game is at 7 p.m. Saturday, we have softball for you. Smyrna and DMA from Midway Softball Complex at 1 p.m. I believe Mr. Glenn Frazier is going to come up for that one. Monday night, we're back at Abyssinia, a rematch of the 2019 Lacrosse Championship. It's Cape Henlopen at Salesianum. Tuesday, lacrosse, DMA and Friends, and a matinee. Looks like we need some people for that one, Nick. And then Wednesday, we may have girls soccer. We're still working on that one. And then Thursday, a doubleheader for baseball. So get your rest when you can, man.
Action-packed week this week.
Well, and then Friday looks like more baseball back here. Holy cow. Half swing, it's a strike on Luke Swift. He leads off here in the bottom of the 5th.
Is this the same pitcher?
Yes. Christian Colmary dealing for the Spartans tonight. Curveball, swing and miss. He struck him out. Nick, he didn't strike anybody out in the last inning, but for Colmary, that's
he think he knew that, yeah.
7 Ks tonight for Christian. He's given up just 2 hits.
Yeah, and now you give him a 6-run lead as opposed to a 2-run lead. Just a little bit more. You don't want to make him any more comfortable than he already is. And now he's got the bats behind him, and he can just settle in. And like I said, I'm eager to see what his pitch count is right now. Because he can't be too far off.
No, yeah, he's had a lot of strikeouts. So Brian Lang takes the pitch inside. That hit him, and he's on base for the second time. And I
How about that?
I think it dented a stitch in the sleeve, but Lang's on for the second time. As he's 0 for 2 now with a hit by pitch. He seems to be okay out there at first base, and that'll bring Brody Valentine. So Valentine remaining in the game as the designated hitter. Now is the 2-hole hitter. So Lang, a leadoff runner, and DeSalle's need runners. Here's the pitch. Strike called on Valentine. Valentine also hit by pitch tonight, and he's also struck out.
Seen a few of those. In Sally's Apple game, we saw a few of those.
Yeah, it seems
trending up.
Yeah, he's getting hit by pitches. I think Don Baylor would approve. For you old heads out there, remember who Don Baylor is? Chop to shortstop. No play at second. Here's the throw to first. He's got him. Good play out there. Garrett Quinn gets the out at first, and that's 1 down. Really no play there, Nick, at second base. That ball was
great
kind of
decision.
slowly hit.
Yeah, and then
with a 6-run lead, you don't need to get that lead runner.
Yeah, and he beautiful throw to first. Couldn't have been much of a better play than that.
Good play by Quinn. The batter, number 10, John Dunyan. Dunyan 0 for 2. The hits for the South tonight, 1 for Zach Zarnecki and Campbell. They went back-to-back in the last inning. Pair of singles. Souths have not had a runner past second base. Ooh, that pitch behind Dunyan.
Yeah.
Left his bat up there. It almost got the bat.
Yeah, you see Colmery immediately go, my bad. That was on me.
Trying something out there, I guess. Christian Colmery's been outstanding tonight. And he's had a lot of offensive support. 1-0 pitch. Little low. 2. And nothing. I'm looking forward to, I've seen the Sal's lacrosse team twice this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing them tomorrow night against CR Rodney. CR always has a good program.
Yeah, they're off to a good start this year as well, I believe. Saw some have been on social.
Strike called, 2-1. I was at St. Mark's lacrosse today against Wilmington Charter, and watching the game where guys just swing sticks at each other, and even if I don't understand everything I'm watching, it's still a lot of fun. 2-1 pitch to Dunyan. Curveball fouled out of play. It's going to stay in the park. Yeah, into the concourse, and I think he may have bounced down the steps. 2-2. Deuce Rosillo on deck for the Sal's.
Yeah,
If Dunyan reaches.
Yeah, saw this the top of the order again for Salesianum.
If Dunyan reaches, we'll see. Fastball fouled in the same place.
A lot of these foul balls are all going the same exact spot.
Yeah.
Right over that right air, heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration sign. A little extra advertising for you there, Right Air. Sponsor of the Wilmington Blue Rocks.
We mentioned earlier, happy to get them back. That one's fouled, also out of play. This is going to stay in the park. And
somebody
there
will
it is.
be up to get that one from that Spartan dugout.
We'll see which who drew the short stick in the dugout. Looks like it might be Max Coffenauer, number 21.
Yep.
I think he was standing closest to the exit.
Yeah, coach just gave him a little tap and said, hey, go get yourself a little bit warmer, run up there and grab that ball.
Now he's got to find out which row it's in.
He's actually not that close to it right now.
There's a pop-up into shallow left field, taken there by the third baseman, Reed Dalton. And for out number 3, and Sal's leave a runner on but cannot do any damage. They trail 6-0 after 5. We're back with the 6th inning from Frawley Stadium. You're watching Delaware Live 3.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries.
All right, back at Frawley Stadium on a chilly Thursday night. Mike Lang,
Woo!
Nick Alessandrini, Nick Halliday, Pops Halliday, along with you here for the longtime rivals, Salesianum and St. Mark's. Spartans are so far getting the better of this one, Nick, 6-0. They have 8 hits tonight and a great pitching performance by Christian Colmery. The batter is number 4, and that's Jaden Todd, the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, and Mike, a lot of that damage came in that 5th inning. Just 2-0 heading into that 5th, and St. Mark's able to bat around the order in the top of the 5th inning and put 4 runs on the board.
Todd 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Also made a fantastic catch out in center. Made a couple good catches, but the second one was you might be seeing that again sometime.
Yeah, I think you might. And he's done a great job at recovering in center field. He wasn't obviously too bad position, but had to make up ground on both of those catches.
Residlo picks up this ground to the third, fires across the bag, and whew, nice throw there by Deuce Residlo, 1 out. You saw Deuce get a little bit of extra behind that throw.
Yeah, perfect throw.
That ball rolled in the grass and kind of lost a little steam. Your batter, Garrett Quinn. Quinn is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Curveball for a strike from Aiden O'Brien. Came on in relief of Brody Valentine in the 5th inning. We're in the 6th. We play 7. It's like a major league doubleheader here. We play 7
Right.
innings. Inside corner, strike 2 called. Nice pitch by Aiden O'Brien. As we mentioned, the Spartans right back at it tomorrow afternoon at William Penn. Salesianum will be at Cape Henlopen on Monday. That should be a really good one. Here's one punched over the pitcher. That's not going to be playable, and that's a single. Infield single for Garrett Quinn, his 2nd of the night. Didn't hit it hard. Nick hit it in the perfect spot.
Exactly right, and would have had to have been a very tough bare hand play, and he came upfield with the glove and tried to make the throw, obviously, just to.
Yeah, Venom
a
did
bit
everything
late.
he could there,
Yeah.
but I think he tried to shovel it with the glove, and not enough time to get Quinn. Ben Anderson, your batter. Ben is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. In the 5th, he's also scored a run. And he has a stolen base. Pitch outside, 1-0. So I'm pretty happy. I've gotten to see some of the better baseball teams in the state. I saw Sussex Tech the other day, and we got a chance to see Appo.
Yeah,
and
a lot
I've
of
seen the Sal's and St. Mark's a couple times each.
a lot of talk about Sussex Tech. That's a team I'm going to have to get out and check out here soon. If anybody from Sussex Tech's watching,
A lot of
they're
offense.
having a great season start this year, and
A lot of offense on that team. They're fun to watch.
get some attention here now with the way they're playing.
Yeah, they are cracking everybody's top 5. That's for sure. 1-0 pitch. And the batter steps out. Anderson, a senior. Popped up into center field. Lang settles under it. And that's out number 2 for the Spartans. Second time tonight. Those two have teamed up. Hit by Anderson and catch by Lang. A little different playing at night with the ball getting up there, and depends how high it gets. Sometimes it gets out of the lights and then comes back into them. But these guys are good players all around. The batter is Hayden Fauerbach.
And again, Sally's, they don't have lights. They play most of their games during the daytime.
Fauerbach, 1 for 2, a single, and a walk, has scored 2 runs. Garrett Quinn, the runner at first base. There's a pitch just a bit high, 2-0. Good to see people out in the stands again.
Oh, yeah. People in the press box. So, it's all coming shortly back together.
Hey, I'm
here.
at a different high school event or 2 every day, and it's good. There's a lot of good crowds out watching these games at all the high schools and the parks, wherever they're playing. Pitches inside corner, strike 1, 3-1. A busy day down at St. Mark's today. I was watching boys lacrosse, the girls lacrosse team also playing.
Oh, yeah. Just a couple fields apart.
Yeah, they're right
Right
next
over
to
the
each other.
parking lot.
Pitch is outside. That's going to be ball 4, so 2 runners on for St. Mark's. Your batter, number 8, Michael Clark. Nick, he's been on all 3 times he's been up tonight. He's reached on a walk, a single, and an error. But he has not scored.
I was going to ask you how many times he scored.
He has not scored. Oh. Mr. Clark, what's going on here? Here's the pitch. Popped up. I think it's going to be playable. It's going to be close. Hits the netting on the way down.
Right out, yeah, just out.
Just a strike. 0-1. So we've seen nobody warming up for St. Mark's. But
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if
guess-
they wear down the right field that they're.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I was thinking they would here, but I mean, from our vantage point.
I don't hear any pitches. I do hear jackhammers, but I don't hear
I don't
any
know how
pitches.
you could.
All right, 0-1 pitch here to Clark. That's high. 1-1. I've managed mostly to avoid this stretch of I-95 over the
Yeah.
past 2
yeah.
months. Just a couple more years, and I can get right back on there.
My biggest kryptonite is traveling on Fridays when a certain someone is going to and from here.
Yeah.
Gotten me a few times.
Inside
Nobody
out,
out of
and down the
play.
right field line, out of play, and bouncing around down there. Count remains 1-2. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could get a heads up on that. I know we were waiting for you
At
at
least,
what game was it? What were we
Oh,
waiting
that
for
was
you
the
at?
girls' state championship game.
Yeah, the
It was
girls'
the girls'
basketball, yeah.
state championship game.
Nick couldn't get out of Wilmington.
Oh my goodness, never seen anything like
I'll
it.
tell you what, Nick, we only got out by the hair on the chinny chin. We drove around a Del Dot truck to get on 141. And 2-2. That pitch just off the inside corner.
You know, just thankful the jackhammers aren't directly beneath us. That's when we'd have issues.
First and second for the Spartans. They have 2 outs. Batter is Michael Clark. Grounded to shortstop. Dunyan's got it. Goes to second for the force, and that will do it for St. Mark's here in the 6th. No runs. They leave a pair. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Salesianum needs some runners and runs. They trail 6-0.
Are you planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year? Let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months,
We are back at Frawley Stadium, bottom of the 6th coming up here. St. Mark's with the 6-0 lead. And Austin Colmary's pitching to Delaware. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. Christian Colmary back on the hill for the bottom. Hey, Austin, if you're watching, doing great things down there at UD, man. It was good talking to you a couple weeks ago. And your brother's having an outstanding night. And he's going to try to get through the 6th inning here against Salesianum's 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Deuce Rosillo, Ben Venema, and Zach Sarnecki. He's given up just 2 hits tonight. Hit a guy, has maybe a walk in there somewhere, but otherwise a fantastic night
Oh, yeah.
for Christian Colmary. He's back out for inning number 6.
Yeah, what we expected in a way. I mean, I don't know if we expected a shutout or something close to that anyway, and he's
But Spartans look good,
answering
don't
the
they?
call. Yeah, they really do. And we after that Appo Sally's game, nice curveball.
Well, he still has the curveball working, and there's strike one on Residlo. Holy cow! That was a major league curveball there. We can't get that one, and that falls in front of the center fielder. Base hit for Deuce Residlo. He's on for the second time tonight. He had a walk, and now he's got a single. Third hit for the Sows.
I was thinking Todd might have laid out there for that one. I thought he was about
You
to
meant Ryan?
put it all on the line.
Oh, no, the center fielder is Jaden Todd. Yeah, I'm thinking you're talking about Farina. Todd Farina
thinking
could have
ahead.
laid out. He's in the stand somewhere. So Salesianum with the leadoff runner on for with the third time tonight. That brings Ben Venema to the plate. He takes a curveball for a strike. And like I said, Nick, we're not keeping track of pitches up here, so
No.
we don't know where Christian is. But here comes a pitcher in from the bullpen. So they are using the bullpen out there.
I would say he's got to be. I don't see any way he comes out for the seventh inning. I think he'll probably be wrapped up here pretty shortly.
1-1 to count on Venema. That off-speed pitch is just a bit outside. Good thought there by Cole Mary trying to get in chase. You hear Teddy Godfrey yelling out the codes. He's out yelling at area codes or.
I mean, say Mark's put up 4 in an inning. You're only down 6 on your little rally. You got 2 opportunities at the plate.
Throws over to first base. Residlo not taking much of a lead. And I did gotta say, I saw Milford baseball. I was downstate last week, and the coach used signals to call signals. He tugged the nose. He was rubbing the brim of the cap. All that good stuff. Swing and a miss outside corner, and it's 2-2. That was a fastball.
Yeah, you got to make sure nobody's stealing your signs this day and age.
My nephew told me that Sally's has 4 different cards.
Oh, I can imagine. Everybody.
Oh, curveball. Venema kind of backed up, gets a hold of it.
Yeah, it looked
Quinn
as
had a little
though-
trouble getting it
I
out
was
of his
gonna
glove,
say,
but he
yeah.
managed to get the out at second, so that's going to be a force at second for the first out. Venema on at first base.
Yeah, just bobbled it a little bit. Had some trouble, like you mentioned, Mike, getting it out of the glove. Still able to get the force at second, and now 1 down, 1 on, and
Brings up Zach Zarnecki. He had a single his last time up.
Zarnecki's been pretty good when I've had a chance to see him play. Looked good against Appo. Played a few positions in the field. Got a couple hits, and I believe he has a hit today.
He does.
Yeah.
He's 2 innings ago. He was a single.
Yep.
That pitch is high. 1-0. Your runner at first base is Ben Venema. And on deck is Connor Campbell. Also has a hit tonight, by the way.
Yeah, plays a great right field.
And he's been busy out there tonight. He's done
Yes,
the
he
job.
has.
Pitches inside 2-0. I think Connor Campbell's had a fantastic night out in the field. I think Salesianum overall has played a good defensive game. Just St. Mark's is hitting.
Yeah, and again, both teams started off slow until we got to that 5th inning. 1 run here and there for St. Mark's, but we didn't see the hits that we saw come in the 5th inning when they started making very good contact.
Just taking a look at the scorebook for that inning. After ground out the open inning, it was single, single, single,
Yeah.
walk. There was the error, single, and then a sac fly.
Yeah, so 4 singles in that 5th inning.
I don't think we've seen a double extra base hit tonight.
Yeah, you know what?
9 hits
think
for
you're
St.
right.
Mark's, 3 for the Sows, and all singles. That's a close one. Zarnecki will take the walk, and it's first and second for the Sows with 1 out. And here comes Matt Smith, and this is probably going to be it for Christian Colmary. And
Yeah.
Christian's a really competitive guy. He wants to stay out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure necessarily if the pitch count would let him. That might have been his last batter.
We'll see what Smitty does. He takes the baseball, and Colmary's night is done after
Wow, but what a performance.
5 1/3 innings tonight. He's responsible for the 2 men on base. Obviously, for Christian Colmary, you can see he's a little frustrated walking off the hill, but his teammates are going to come out. He was outstanding tonight.
gave up 3 hits.
Yeah, you hear? Only gave up 3 hits. And now we'll take a quick commercial break.
Yeah,
And we
why
have
don't
a
we?
pitching change here at Frawley Stadium. We'll be right back.
That's right
6
down.
months, or even a year. Let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than...
Back at Frawley Stadium, 2 on, 1 out for the Sal's. And your new pitcher for St. Mark's was the shortstop, Garrett Quinn, the only sophomore on either roster, Nick. And Quinn comes in with 2 men on. Your new shortstop, Andrew Wenger, comes in to play shortstop for the Spartans. Will not affect their batting order at all because Colmary was not batting. First pitch in for a strike. This is Connor Campbell. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Is that fireworks going over there? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's just caught out of the corner
It's
of
a
my
fireworks
eye.
night here at Frawley.
Sure, why not? Fouled straight back, and it's 0-2, so he comes in throwing strikes. He doesn't throw as hard as Colmary, but you know the goal is to throw strikes.
You know, we had a few comments on the live stream, and they say that Swift did make, or the people are letting us know Swift made the correct play, and that he couldn't have tagged the runner.
Well, that's what we've been hearing from our
a few
peeps.
people now. People on location feel differently. People, you know, that's what we're here for. Start a little
Hey, you know,
debate.
we like conversation. That's
Exactly
the ball.
right.
Low and outside. We want to thank people just for watching tonight, and we appreciate the input. Let's keep it kind. Counts 1 and 2 on Connor Campbell. We did mention that he's playing a fantastic right field tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch from Quinn. Just misses, and that's going to be 2-2. So the Sal's on base, Venema and Zarnecki. On deck looks like Aiden O'Brien, the pitcher. Curveball lined in the right field. It's going to be trouble.
It's down, yeah.
Cut off nicely by the right fielder, but it's going to be a double for Connor Campbell and an RBI. Sal's are on the board at 6-1.
Yeah, that
Good
was
job
a
out
nice
there by
play
Keene
by
to get
Dan
the
Keene.
ball.
I was going to say, Mike, it was a good job. That could have been more damage done that time, but he's able to save it. Maybe hold off a run. We'll see.
So the runners at second and third. Venema came in to score. The runner at third base is Zarnecki. The batter is going to be Aiden O'Brien, number 16, batting for Ryan James' spot. O'Brien, a lefty, takes strike 1. 2 runners on, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Salesianum, as we mentioned, 2 runners in scoring position, and a little bit of life down there in that Sal's dugout.
Yeah, and I mean, just like you're the Phillies when DeGrom got pulled that one game, obviously not the same instance here, but when Colmary has to come out, you might get a little bit excited if you're one of those Sally's hitters, get a chance to tee off on somebody else. Yeah, it's a new pitcher. You haven't seen him yet, but it's not Colmary.
That ball sent the opposite way down the left field line. It's going to be a fair ball. Drops in. Sal's are going to score 2. It gets by the left fielder.
He might have 3. No?
O'Brien thought about it, but he holds up at second. An RBI double, 2 RBI double for Aiden O'Brien. It's 6-3. Just inside the chalk down there on the left field line.
Yeah, the whole game can change. You think Coleman has to leave the mound? Obviously a new pitcher, and Sally's seeing him well so far, seeing Garrett Quinn.
He's not as bad as. Good point. Good point.
I mean, that wasn't a bad pitch. He put that, he hit
Took
that
him up,
opposite
though.
way,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a nice piece of hitting.
Back-to-back doubles for the Sals, and that leads cut in half. And for anybody who thought it was going to be 6-0, no.
Not tonight, folks.
Not between these two teams. So it's 6-3. Sal's have a runner on second with 1 out. Your batter is the catcher, Luke Swift. So now a little bit of attention being paid out there to O'Brien. Pitches down the middle for a strike.
And still only 1 down. A little 1-out rally for Sally's here.
Curveball misses high, 1-1. We are completely under the lights and have been for a while here. Curveball, strike 2. And I think Swift just looked right at him and said, "You got me on that one."
That was a nice pitch, fooled him on the inside corner.
He's acknowledging that pitch from Garrett Quinn. One-two pitch. Fastball tie, 2-2. Didn't miss by much. Thanks for joining us tonight on 302 Sports.
And 2-2 count here.
Fastball in the dirt. Swift holds up, and the count's full.
Yeah.
Brian Lang on deck.
That also means, Mike, top of the lineup coming up for Sally. Swift able to get on. You'll have 2 men on, 1 out, and then top of the lineup, only down 3 runs. Bring that tying runner to the plate.
Sal's with 3 hits in the inning, 2 of them doubles.
Both well-hit balls.
Yeah, and
Right field and
both
left
of them
field
opposite
line,
direction, opposite way. Strike 3 called. Swift thought he had the walk, and that's going to be out number 2.
Now, that's a tough pitch there if you're Swift, but you got 3-2. You got to protect the plate. You can't get caught watching that pitch, but a great pitch up the other way for Garrett Quinn, and a big strikeout for St. Mark's now, trying to shut down this rally, and now they're going to have to do it with Lang, top of the order coming up now.
2 outs now, and Brian Lang, the batter, swing and a miss at that fastball. It's 0-1. That one's outside, gets through the catcher. Anderson, and O'Brien's going to go to third base, so he's 90 feet closer. 1-1 on Brian Lang. He is 0 for 2 tonight. He's been on base twice, though. Reached on an error to open the bottom of the first, and then he was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. It's 4th plate appearance tonight. 1-1 pitch. Swing, grounded softly to short. That's going to be a tough play. Safe at first, RBI for Lang, and Sal's trail 6-4. A little bit of speed there from the nephew, and he's safe at first on the infield hit.
Yeah, that grass slowed that ball up enough.
Definitely.
You got that from your brother.
Oh, you know my brother? He definitely did not get it from my brother.
Because it looked initially like that ball was hit a lot harder
Yeah,
than
it just died in that grass.
Yeah, that grass killed it. And a tough play at shortstop.
4 runs in for the Sals here, and it's all of a sudden it's 6-4, so don't go anywhere.
Yeah. It's 6-0
Don't
heading
go
into
anywhere.
the bottom of the 6th inning. And we talked about it. We said they had had an inning like St. Mark's had in the 5th, and they're having that inning here in the 6th inning.
Absolutely. Batter is Brody Valentine, takes a strike. I might need one of my neighbors to go let the dog out.
I'll tell you, that's the one underlying theme of the games that we've done here.
They're not
Is
short.
that they are not short. Yeah, I'll tell you. I've been in 3 or 4 games this year.
That
They've been
softball game took 3 hours. It was
3
a good
hours
game,
plus,
though. It
yeah.
was a good game.
absolutely
That pitch is
no,
high. It's
no
1-1.
complaining
That was a
here.
great game. A walk-off.
It was.
We had a walk-off Sally Zappo and a walk-off softball game.
Fifth inning, okay?
And I'll tell you, if you are watching at home, you might have made the right room. It is getting pretty chilly here at Frawley Stadium.
Swing
You
and
can
miss
see
for Valentine. It's 1-2. Yeah.
the fans starting to look for those blankets down there.
Yeah, we've been fortunate. We've had some good games, Nick. 1-2 pitch on Valentine. Lang at first. He's got a decent lead. There he goes. Pitches outside. Oh, he slams on the brakes.
I don't know if that was a pitch out. Maybe he anticipated him going, but outside nonetheless.
He does have a stolen base tonight. I'd be surprised to see him go. You don't want to run into the third
Yeah, I
out
mean,
here.
They're hitting. They got the rally going here in the bottom of the 6th. You just want to do what St. Mark's did, and they weren't stunning the runners on those singles. They were holding up, loading the bases, and just kept hitting. And we'll see if Sally's can continue that here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Already putting up 4 runs, and again now tying run at the plate.
Here's the pitch. High, and that's ball 3. So Lang will be off with this pitch with the 3-2 count. Full on Brody Valentine. John Dunyan waits on deck.
Yeah,
Sal's
Sal's-
trails 6-4. Nick, they put up a 4 spot, matching St. Mark's 5th inning output.
Yeah, they're getting some hits here, and they've got some hitters still to come, especially here.
Swing,
That's hit
it's
hard.
grounded to second base. Played there by Farina. Throws the first for the out. And St. Mark's gets the job done. But the Sal's put 4 hits on the board. 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave 1. We move to the 7th. Spartan 6, Sal's 4. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Due to work and automobile accidents, to post-surgical care, to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents, to post-surgical care, to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you.
7th inning baseball underway here at Frawley Stadium. St. Mark's 6, Salesianum 4, a good one between the rivals. And there's a foul ball off the bat of Dan Keene as he leads off here, number 22 for St. Mark's, 0-1. Aiden O'Brien, the lefty, on the hill in his second. He came in the 4th inning, so it's like 2+ innings of relief of the starter, Brody Valentine. And we'll see if St. Mark's sticks with Garrett Quinn in the bottom of this inning trying to close it out. Nice pitch there by
Good pitch.
O'Brien.
Fooled him.
Kind of pulled the string on that one, 0-2 on Keene. Dan Keene has been on twice, scored a run, has a run batted in.
Also held that ball out in right field. I believe the run scored anyway, but
Fouled straight back, right past Luke Swift and the umpire. Remains 0-2 on the count. Thanks for joining us tonight. Another good one. Nick, we mentioned jokingly about all the long games we have. We love this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So watching a 9-inning baseball game was a thriller. This one's turned into a really good one.
And it's
And
always
a swing and a miss, strike
yeah.
3.
And it's always a little bit better when you get to be in the press box for some of these games when it gets to be a little bit cold at night. We'll take this over being outside down the third baseline or down the first baseline any day of the
Yeah,
week.
good turnout here at Frawley Stadium tonight. And so we mentioned we had the
Yeah.
at both Sallies went 9 innings. We had the softball game tonight went to the bottom of the 7th inning. So we've had some good ones, and we're glad you were joining us for the ride. That pitch, curveball, kind of froze the batter, Reed Dalton. Dalton is having a great night, 3 RBIs.
Oh, yeah.
That one's fouled into the netting. I think Dalton has 2 hits. I forgot to put one down, but he's got 2 singles for RBIs tonight, and he had the sac fly for RBI number 3. It's an 0-2 count. It's to second base. Venom has got it, and that's out number 2.
And I know one more out still to go here in the top of the 7th, but you got the heart of that Salesianum lineup coming up here in the bottom half, Mike. And you're only
we
down
should
2
mention,
runs.
Dunyan, Residlo, and Venema due
Yeah.
up.
So, barring
batter.
any more insurance runs here, should be a good finish.
Ryan Farina, the batter. He takes. Well, it looked like the umpire was ready to turn
Yeah,
and call
look,
it. Didn't
it was
he?
close.
He's just messing with us. That's ball 1.
I think he wanted to call it a strike.
He was ready.
I think he's getting cold.
Swing and a miss. May have been fouled off, but it's a strike. Either way, 1-1. Here's your on-deck batter getting that one, Max. Oh no, the Max O'Neill is not on the on-deck circle. That is number 17, who's not on the roster. Check swing, they appeal, no swing. 2-1. So you were right about there being a number 17 not on the roster. You may have him on the picture you
how
took.
about that? Yeah. See, I just thought my eyes were bad.
No, that's definitely a 17.
That'll be Tommy Boso.
Oh, okay. He's on the roster as number 0.
Yep. So they
Swing and a miss.
traded in for 17.
2-2 on the swing and a miss.
See
Tommy
if-
Boso number
Yeah, I'm sure he wants to
listed
see
as
his,
number 0, but he's number 17.
wants to see his teammate get on so he can get in that bat here at Frawley.
Grounded the first base side through the legs of Brody Valentine at first base. And Farina is safe on the error.
Who did he just pull? Pulled a Buckner.
So an error allows the runner to reach second error on the Sal's tonight. And that'll bring Tommy Boso to the plate,
Gets
number
first
17,
at bat, right? Yeah.
batting for Max O'Neill.
He was hoping that he would get on, so he got a chance to step into the batter's box, and now
And here he is.
he gets his chance.
2 outs, O'Brien trying to prevent further damage. That was an unfortunate play. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So we approach 9 o'clock in the east.
That's right. If you're watching non-East Coast, getting late for us here.
It's almost past Nick's bedtime. That ball's fouled out of play off of one of the sponsor signs. It takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
That's right off our Brian's Loan sign.
2 strikes on Boso.
Yeah, we'll start. We'll just implement our sponsors
There we go.
into their sponsor signs.
O'Brien in a good position here. He's got 2 strikes. Steps off the mound, and Farina heads back to first. As it is no longer feeling like April out there.
I did not want to make the same mistake I did last week. I am in a hoodie and in pants tonight. Even in the press box, didn't want to take any chances.
0-2 pitch on the way from Aiden O'Brien. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out and gets out of the inning. So the Sal's bringing 3, 4, 5 to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. They trail St. Mark's 6-4, you're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit.
Thanks, man. They're automatic. Back at Frawley, bottom of the 7th here. Salesianum needs 2 to tie, 3 to win.
We were close that one night at Thunder here a couple
And what time do the lights turn out here automatically? 11 p.m.
o'clock.
The lights go out at 11, so you've got 2 more hours of baseball left.
I'll tell you what, Mike. Last time I did a Sally's game, we had free baseball. So
John Dunyan to
think
lead it
about.
off, 0 for 3 tonight. I don't want to jinx him. Aiden Brown for the South. This is Garrett Quinn trying to close it out. He came in the last inning in relief of Christian Colmary, and ball 1 on Dunyan. He'll be followed by Deuce Rosillo and Ben Venema. Outside, ball 2.
2-0.
Anderson tried. Did not get the call. Who's that, the batter? The batter is number 10. Fouled off. It's 2-1. Maybe name a player of the game here, Nick.
You know, that's going to be,
obviously
we got a lot of baseball
Yeah,
left.
we're not done yet. Or now I'm thinking of co-players.
Yeah, you know what? I think I may have to agree with you. You know, we'll have to wait and see how we finish up.
That pitch is outside. It's 3-1. We mentioned, you said it. This game is not over.
I mean, especially we talked about Sally seems to hit the ball best when they're down, and we saw that last Thursday.
They were
And then here tonight.
did their damage last inning with 1 out. That pitch is low. Ball 4. Dunyan is on. Claps a couple times and heads down to first base.
If you're Sally's, that's exactly when you start off. Leadoff hitter is on base. You've got the heart of your lineup up here in the bottom of the 7th.
Here comes Matt Smith. Looks like he's going to make a change. And you know he didn't want to do this for the game tomorrow, but he's got to worry about this game first. He's probably counting Quinn's pitches. If he's under 25, he can pitch tomorrow. William Penn, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Looks like he's going to leave Quinn in there.
Just want to, I guess, come out, settle him down a bit, you know. 3 outs away from a victory.
Dunyan at first, yeah. Deuce Rosillo, the batter. Rosillo is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Checking that card. I don't think he's going to bunt here. You really can't be giving away outs.
I wouldn't, but you never know what Coach Godfrey's thinking. And it looks like they're going to let him swing away.
Strike 1 on the outside corner. Oh, and 1.
So, you know, here we go. This is it. Everybody tuning in all night long.
In the dirt,
That
Anderson
one's
keeps it in front of him. Good job there. 1-1. Of course, if the ball gets by him, the Durgers are forced out.
Yeah, and you know, who needs the Phillies on a Thursday night? You got St. Mark's and Sally's. Much better matchup.
I think better center fielders.
I get you they're not hitting 050.
just missed. It's 2 and
Wow.
1. I think the Spartans
These are
wanted that
close.
one. You can look down the
Yeah.
dugout, and you can hear the Sal's players on the other side.
2 and 1 now.
Strike called, 2-2. Brazillo,
It's a big pitch.
he's pretty chill out there.
Getting hurt down there. Getting her away.
Deuce says, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Go out there and see if he pitches.
2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called, and
Wow, big time pitch
big out there for Garrett Quinn.
by Garrett Quinn. You mentioned it, Mike. Your leadoff hitter gets on, and he was down in the count there, 2-0, 3-1, and threw the
So-
last couple great pitches there to get
Brings
you out.
Ben Venema to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice last inning and scored the South's first run. Quinn fires outside. And something that wasn't straight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just do 2 of them, so you ain't getting 3.
1-0. Inside jammed him, but
Jammed him up there.
sent it down the first baseline, 1-1. Zach Zarnecki on deck for the Sal's. They trail by 2 with a runner on here.
When they went on their run in the 6th inning, I believe it was, who led off that inning?
Zidlow singled, but then he
Right.
was forced at second.
I think Connor Campbell and Zarniak, I think they had some hits.
Campbell had double
Yeah.
along with O'Brien.
So they're coming back around. We'll
That
see.
was pulled down the third base line. Played nicely. Is that Teddy? Played down there nicely by Teddy Godfrey.
All right, now if you're
1-2. Can see what happens here with for Quinn. He's gonna go back to the off-speed stuff.
head in the count, let's see what he does.
He does, but misses with it. It's 2-2.
How about this timed run at the plate, 1 down, runner on first. Say Mark Sally's Frawley Stadium, it doesn't get much better.
Nah. Strike 2 call. Not strike 3 call, I'm sorry. Just on the outside corner.
I think those are 2 big strikeouts for Garrett, and you hear some rumblings up in the press box, both looking, both of those strikeouts, bat on the shoulder, and some good pitches right now from Garrett.
So this will bring Zach Zarnecki's Salesianum's last hope right now. Zarnecki has been on base twice with a run scored. He has a single and a walk. Takes strike 1 there.
It's still not over, but
Spartans are up. Spartans are up waiting. Ready to celebrate over there on the first base side. That pitch in the dirt blocked by Ben Anderson. 1-1. One and one. The count. Quinn from the stretch. Outside.
likes that
If-
corner.
If Zarnecki keeps this alive, it'll go to Connor Campbell, who doubled and drove in a run his last time up. Good game here tonight
Oh, yeah.
at Frawley Stadium. Just missed, and that's 3-1. And we're back at Frawley. We'll be back here quite a bit this year, so
Pitcher wants that one.
including next Thursday. We got the doubleheader.
Yeah, doubleheader will be here for
Conrad
maybe
and
6
Sally's,
plus
right?
hours, yeah.
And then Friends and William Penn. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the first baseline, just foul. It's 3-2. The run will be off.
Full count here, 2 down. Big pitch upcoming, and Sally's, Mike, they've done a good job battling back in this one. They were down 6-0. Put together a 4-run 6th inning. Way to battle back for them, and St. Mark's trying to hold on here and get the big victory, maybe remain number 1 in the state.
Full count pitch. Strike 3 called. The game is over. St. Mark's with a 6-4 lead. Garrett Quinn strikes out 3 batters looking in the 7th inning, Nick. Quite a
That's
job
right.
by the Spartans. They got up big early, and they hung on for the big win. They go to 7-0 this year. Salesianum falls to 4-2, but just about what we expected. Nice, tight, close one here tonight.
Colmery was fantastic. Obviously, I believe went six innings or 5 1/3.
6 1/3.
6 1/3.
I'm sorry,
so
5 1/3.
5
you're right.
1/3. Colmery, great job. shut out Sally's. He went to his pitch count. They had to pull him. That little bit of a fire under the Sal's. They put up a 4-run inning off the bullpen for St. Mark's. But St. Mark's able to gather, remain composed, calm, stay the course, and they're able to hold on here 6-4.
All right, so our Brian's Loans offensive player of the game, we're going to go with, how about that, Reed Dalton.
Yep.
3 RBIs tonight
3
for Reed on a couple of hits. And then we have to, on the other side, we can't ignore Christian Colmary for the job he did on the mound.
Phenomenal job. You mentioned it, 5 1/3 innings. He does have an earned run after they took him out. Those runs were charged to him, but none through 5 1/3.
He was spectacular.
It was spectacular on the mound, and the crazy thing is, I don't even think this was one of his better games. Just watched him. He could have some more stuff in store. He's going to be a tough opponent for a lot of these teams in Delaware.
Just a reminder, we are back tomorrow night from Abyssinia Stadium, right up the street here. It's going to be high school lacrosse. Caesar Rodney coming up from Old North Road to play at Abyssinia Stadium against Salesianum and the Sal's. One loss this year to nationally ranked Culver Academy. Academies. It's a plural. I don't know why, but it is. And then Saturday we have softball. Monday more lacrosse.
And the rest of the week we're
baseball and softball, soccer. You name it. We probably have some. Who knows? All kinds of stuff. Just find us online, and you'll know. So. Once again, St. Mark's 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Salesianum 4 runs, 6 hits. They made 2 errors. Christian Colmary, the winning pitcher. And St. Mark's stays unbeaten at 7-0. For Nick Halliday, Pops Halliday, Nick Alessandrini, I'm Mike Lang. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will see you tomorrow night.